Hey everybody, how are you doing? First time going live. Hello guys, what is up? My name is Michael, also known as Bardicdice, here on Twitch and all of the socials. We are live tonight with our updated overlay. Finally had some time to update the overlay a little bit with the new corruption arc. And finally our new characters who are at level 15. So we got some updated stats tonight. But if this is your first time here, or catching us on Twitch or VODs on YouTube, welcome. This is our homebrew weekly D&D game of Fates United that we play currently on Fridays at 8:30 Central. We'll see how much longer that lasts. It's up in the air, probably on a week-to-week basis at this moment on when we actually play, because I work, so that's fun. But you can catch us out on VODs as well if you want to catch any of our previous episodes. This is episode 82, which is wild. But we're getting into the last couple episodes of the game. Big Bad Times campaign end arc. It's going to be a lot of fun. Been a long time going, but we're pushing through to the end, and I'm super excited. That being said, if you want to give us a follow and a like, and also join us in the Discord, which we'll go ahead and put that there if you're not part of that. We have a great Discord called The Tavern, which is a positive place where we all hang out when we're offline during the week, and also other streamers when they post up. Go follow them, like Gaming, which you hear soon, and people like literary_DM, who we play with on Tuesdays with a game called Winds of Calamity, a Zelda-inspired D&D game. So I play with Dee, Rachel, and Mark in that one. So we play various Zelda race people, and that one's really fun. So we're trying to save everything. But you can check out that in the tavern, as well as other art posts and cool D&D nerds, and we talk about movies and stuff like that. You definitely want to go check that out and stuff there. That being said, that's all my announcements. You also hear about another game I play with on Sunday here in a second. But let's go ahead and introduce our wonderful players who've been along for the ride this entire time. Starting with one of our artists of the team channel, that's the name. It's gonna be one of those nights. You can see her art for Kahun Meikai down below. But hey, why don't you introduce yourself? Or
no,
Mark.
Muted, so I was like, I need to unmute myself. Hi. I'm Deely, aka Raphaziel. I hang out on here and Twitter and the tavern. Yeah, it's a good time. I do art, and I probably won't be as active in the next coming months, but you'll see me here and there. So it's good times. I'm doing some revamp Winds art at the moment, so I'm super excited. So one more character down, my character, my girl. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I post that to the tavern and then Twitter, so it's super fun. And then on here, I play Meikai. She is a tiefling, and she is a monk, Kensei subclass, which has been super fun. So these last level or two have been like extra cool with all the insane abilities monks can get. So it's been a good time. So I'm ready to punch things.
Perfect. There you go. And heading over to our second official artist of the channel. She does all the amazing art that you can see next to everyone's in little circles, as well as Nias and Zachary's down below. But Rachie, one half of the Marquee Gaming duo. Go ahead.
Hi, I am Rachel, also known as Pip. You can find my Instagram and Twitter under Pip400, where I post all my art. Yeah, I also stream on Mondays over at Marquee Gaming at 3:30 CST. I'll stream art that I'm working on, usually D&D related. Either has to do with the campaign that Mark runs or just my own stuff. So I'm planning on streaming next week, I'm thinking. So yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Come hang out. In this game, I play Anais. She is an elf ranger cleric, and we're gonna have a storm, potentially battling a storm. So that's fun. Who's a superior storm? Who knows? But we'll find out tonight.
Either way, it's gonna be a mess, so it'll be exciting. Perfect. And heading on down below, you can see his character sheet. The one, he crashes all the waves and makes all the women fawn over him because of his beard and majesticness. The one who plays Kahu, John.
Hello, I'm John. I play Kahu Ranchi. I'm also known as Deely's husband. Don't have socials, so I'm just Deely's husband. Not just, it's great. But yeah, I play Kahu Rangi. I am a Kalistar Rune Knight fighter, frontliner, attempting to be a survivor, and see where fate takes us.
Hopefully united.
Hopefully. Pass on.
End credits. And last but not least, he's the second half of the Marquee Gaming duo, the one and the only.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mark, the other half of the Marquee Gaming channel. And as mentioned before, we have a new game on Sundays that's still pretty early in, so it's not too hard to catch up if you've missed some, called Mystical Mishaps. And it is kind of horror themed. There's some tense moments pretty often and kind of scary imagery. So if you don't like that, it's not for you. But if you like that, come check it out. It's on YouTube and podcast as well. If you like to catch that, we have a YouTube channel where all the archived episodes are, and podcast if you like listening to them better. But here I play Zachary. He is a sorcerer bard, and that's him.
Perfect. Those are our players. They are amazing. I just want to give a quick shout out as well. Thank you guys so much for all of you. We love all of you guys who've stuck with us since the beginning. It's super exciting to get into this corruption arc and near the end to finally kind of have everything pay off, everything we've been setting up. All of our characters kind of tied up most of their backstory, like their big emotional moments. So we're getting to see all that pay off here near the end. So I wanted to thank you all here. I mean, we're 500 followers ever since we started. We have all of you that just all of our channels, and it's been a whole bunch of fun. So I want to thank you guys again there for everything on that. But that being said, get us some D&D. We'll roll that intro. Find it. There we go.
Threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides, corrupting all the good inside. They will travel the hard way, igniting light through the untamed. Wilderness won't disguise the elements sent to destroy the fragile weave of destiny. Just one of the many evils sent to break the world. Protect them as legend unfolds. Pull on threads of fate, strings of time, metal clash as they climb. Champions of the sky, sun, moon, ocean, ally. Seek the path where darkness hides. Bring light to where evil abides. Come on, roll the dice. 'Cause heroes take the fight.
Welcome back, everybody. We start episode 82, Fates United, the Corruption Arc. We jump back into tonight's game. Our fated chosens, who are champions of the many different 8 deities, gods of this world, who have given them powers to help fight back corruption, fight back the evil of this world that is shown in many different ways over the years. However, different chosens have fallen as a husband and wife duo, as they were trying to push back corruption in their age. The ritual went south. The wife, a tiefling woman, the chosen of the stars, put herself in front of a blast of corruption and darkness. Instead of her new husband dying, she took the hit directly. Another of their chosens, who his own beloved feelings towards her and had grown up since childhood with her, took her and, having had and using corruption himself without the others knowing, had attempted to keep her alive, unwilling to let her go and succumb to death herself, trying to at least maintain her life within what had happened to her. She ended up turning into a corruption storm monster, hell-bent on coming after the Chosens, destroying them, absorbing their powers, and growing stronger and stronger over the many generations since then. The husband, unable, unwilling to kill his wife, lost his only chance before she grew too strong and has only been able to keep her at bay over the years. The Dean, Leon, he is the Earth Chosen, Sundavir, the one that did the ritual, also getting into his own trouble every so often. They were trying to find ways to fix this on their own. There are 4 Chosens now who have shown willingness to work together, helping each other overcome their backstories and overcoming their tribulations in their own time. Convince them to unite once again. Luckily, after freeing Hanasuka with Meikai and Zachary, they've taken all of the kidnapped ASMRs, helped them get back home in safety, and have now been taking some time in Celestia to arrange what's going to happen next. Take some time to look forward to the future. Have conversations with each other before the winter solstice, which is coming up within a week. Where they're hoping to lure the storm in and defeat or save Star Chosen Jorna from this cursed monstered fate. Jump back in tonight as you guys took some time doing different things like foraging, catching up with each other, having a meeting with Alana, the queen, to come in and kind of set up defenses for your next step after the storm against Varys. Is there anything else you guys wish to do as kind of we're going into the next day and then potentially next couple, whenever you guys choose to leave or do anything else? But is there anything else you still wish to do in Celestia as we are wrapping up there?
Take over the Celestian government and
Unite everybody. Grab the Hanasuka.
Go.
Corruption.
it's just a war now.
Yep,
Zach
we're going to
summons
war. Let's
all
go.
the Celestials with the Celestians. It's on.
No, just saying, I think just making sure all the prep works good. I got the sword sharpened by Kahu. Training, I guess. Just making sure that keeping that up and yeah.
Sure. So taking each day to keep yourself sharp, practiced, at a point. As even you see Celestia airships coming back and forth between now Venali, Ravnica, those sending aid to Hanasuka. As it just seems Celestia has now kind of become a bit of a hub between the primordials for whether moving aid or now moving people. Both Alana, Carr, and even talking to Carlos have taken up the efforts of subtly of awakening the armies and militia that have now been split for generation. Making do with that. Kahu, you've been taking some more time to forge and continue work on that, right?
Yes, I have been.
Go ahead and give me another forging check. You continue to research and hone this new craft, pushing the limits. New materials come in.
32.
Jeez, okay.
Oh my
Perfecting
gosh.
the craft. Again, each kind of time you guys find this new height, as you're studying through the old texts that Zachary has provided you, a new answers and ore comes in from the different areas, as basically all of the heads of the different states are coming together and working with you. Your chosen abilities and your connection to that is starting to break through and show ways to use magic and enchantments in these weapons that hasn't been seen in thousands of years, if ever. You're definitely starting to make very good headway, and you can see direct path into more and more new ways to start merging this with known ways for magic as well. All the dueling in chat's alive. They're all getting ready for fights.
Yeah.
I love it. Anybody else? Anything specific going on? Anais, what's Anais doing?
I honestly am not sure. I think, I guess the one thing I was thinking is she probably would be hanging out with Zach's family a fair amount if they want her there. And also, weren't we, Mark, weren't they planning on kind of dissecting some of resurrection magic together? I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about doing, at least.
Yeah,
But-
there'll probably be some discussion about that.
But that's the only other thing I can think of. I didn't really have anything else on my list.
Fair.
So.
I would guess are you pushing it more towards Anais's magic or using Anais's magic to help push Zachary's magic for this effort?
That one.
So Zachary, want to give me Arcana with advantage?
That one's cut.
33.
No, it's 24.
Still really good. Yeah, I mean, between the two of you and seeing the many times corruption has been folded back from holding people beyond death, from those actually reviving, whether it's through wish spells or revives, for knowledge of it, and the practice of even now seeing the negative side of it through Hanasuka and the rituals there. You definitely feel like you understand and can push your limits on understanding what can happen, as really you guys are now the forefront of most magic healing and resurrection wise in this age, as over the years magic has slowly kind of honed down. So Revivify is really kind of more the most known. Resurrection itself is far and few between these days.
So, I think the only other thing also, I guess, is I have a bunch of diamonds, but if I could get someone to help me, maybe Kahu, I don't know, to convert some diamond dust, or diamond to some diamond dust.
Yeah, Kahu with his like 32 is like not even looking, just cracks. Just,
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
I'm just joking.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
That's
I think that'll do.
perfect.
You guys are able to weigh it out. There's no issue there. At this point, with your skills, the rolls, and the setup that you guys have here, that's easily enough to convert.
Cool.
You guys also have the Heroes Feast bowls as well.
Yes.
But yeah, with the family is more than enough happy to be around you. Kids love you. Everyone, I mean, all of Zach's extended family is dying to hear about the stories of what's happened, and Zachary, of course, being in the center of a lot of them, but also the different chosens, whatnot. Alana and Carr has been kind of spending a lot of time together speaking, but Carr has definitely stolen as much time to take you Meikai and just enjoy kind of the nights and days there as well. Zachary? Anything in particular?
I think Zach would be just taking time to establish his family, but he would also be probably investigating anything that looks potentially useful for their upcoming fight, just to prep themselves. There's those like secret books he found, any other secret compartments he can find. He would be searching everything, trying to find whatever he can to prep himself the best he can. So
Sure.
items, anything like that. That's what he's looking for.
Okay. Give me investigation check again. Like you said, just as you're going through the researching, you know your great-grandfather had known them all pretty closely.
Got a 32.
Welcome to Fates United, everyone, where the rolls are high and the points apparently don't matter. 32. No, it's amazing. Yeah, as you are spending the nights and days, you're writing through resurrection magic, you're helping Kahu, but taking this time to write and really digging through his journal itself. What you're now going through are a lot of the ripped out pages in that timeline from the deep journal of this era where there was hope and working together on how to fight this monster and what it pertained in the beginning. You do see monster written a lot. In the beginning it was Jorna, and then it slowly changed to monster as it slowly, I think, became desensitized to what was happening. And it went from saving to stopping. But what you do pick up is that this creature, Jorna, now in this monster form, has some powers that shine through from her chosen abilities, as they speak of two eyes that match like stars that form in the middle of this storm, and that it seemed the closest that they ever got was that at times when enough force or damage was put on in a small amount of time, that the storm would lose its form and come back to a small form in the middle of these, like a shadow around these eyes, before being able to regain this wind and large storm factor. So you do pick up on that, though they weren't able to push past that many times. They also realized very quickly that lightning, thunder, and radiant damage was not as effective due to her chosen's and also storm abilities there.
Did lightning, thunder, and radiant
were not as effective, as radiant was something she used to. They believe the radiant came from more of her powers, using in, of course, as being a storm. Where's it gonna go with the last one? Oh, and near the end, as you're writing about this, and more on the empathy and how your great-grandfather had continued to try and be there for Edward Leon, but his walls of guilt and failure at being able to stop his wife, save her, or even stop her before the other chosens were killed and more damage had been done to the countryside, that the dean, Eduardo Leon, Edward, not Eduardo, sorry, I had an Eduardo in the office today, Edward Leon grew very much more distant, uncaring, or at least in his mind, as he blamed Sundavir more and more and gave up on the idea that the Chosens together would be able to save this, and hoping that he could at least stop as much damage to the Chosens as he could throughout the years. You do see a few, as well as those writings, curious thoughts on Sundavir, as it doesn't seem that they were as close, because they disagreed upon the use of corruption. That Sundavir claimed that he could control it and wield it, not let it control him. The great-grandfather vehemently disagreed. But he felt that before any new ritual was taken care of, that anything involving Sundavir or his side or darkness needed to be examined closely for any sign of corruption or curse. That not doing so could repeat this ritual again, potentially harm any attempt going forward. And you kind of pick up on as well, kind of just things that you guys are also wondering as you've been picking up of inconsistencies in Sundavir's story or memory. Wondering what that meant. Then he disappeared. He had never heard from him in the past few years that had gone past. So those come to the big things that you pick up on. Nothing really magical items wise. Minus just talks of the different chosen weapons and things that had always kind of seemed to attract themselves or awaken with each chosen. And how with each generation, even though they mold in a slightly different way, there's always similarities. And then a lot of times these powers would be helpful in fights against corruption or this monster as well.
I will let everyone know about lightning, thunder, and radiant damage.
Oh, and poison. But sorry, yeah, I forgot about that one.
And poison.
And Ice just goes, it's
Yeah,
all her magic.
Oh, nice.
trust me, I
You'll be
know.
fine.
I have radiant, so
I mean, our weapons do, that kind of magic, yes?
You need me to put you together a quick bow?
I think mine is, wait, hold on. Could it be like with a different type of magic?
Should
You
be a
can't do
regular
that,
bow.
can you? Yeah.
Can you pray to the storm your storm? Not.
I might be able to get you a +1 magic bow. Nothing super special, but it gives you something.
I think so. Did it say that like it doesn't do as good of damage, or it doesn't do the same damage, like any damage?
resist, right?
Huh?
Is it resist or immune, Mike?
Resistant.
Okay, so
Okay.
half.
Okay.
You still have your wish. Just wish that all the magics worked.
Sorry.
And no
Immune
matter
from poison,
what-
everything else resistant.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, well, I do actually have that, so if we ever...
I was just joking. Don't.
Well,
don't.
I know, but like, we might need it. Should we have a backup thing for that in case?
I mean, if you and I focus heavily on making sure that everyone else is strong, we can serve that purpose too, and they can go all out with what they have.
True. It's very true. Out of character, I'm trying to decide if resistance with all the damage I do would be compatible to like a +1 bow, or if a +1 bow would do more. You know? Oh, well, actually, and I get 2 attacks only with my weapon. So that might end up being more damage anyway.
Yeah, I will restrict that to your weapon.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, like magic stone cantrip or anything.
Dear Storm.
I mean, there
Lord.
might be other things too there that you can attack that aren't the storm too. I don't know.
True,
but
true.
You
I
have, like,
have a
the-
couple ideas too of things that aren't that type of
Yeah, we'll figure out. Just so you know,
We'll figure
going
it out.
in.
That
Okay.
is good to know about the Radiant, though. I mean, I have one of my smitey, spelly things that I can do is a Radiant, so.
You do?
I remember sometimes.
70 episodes later.
Used it twice. But yeah, maybe we also bring like extra weapons just in case too. You know, we just need to like throw them there or something. The kitten gifts continue. Yeah, that's good to know though.
But that's all I do. Then that'd be my focus.
You guys continue to catch us up, but you guys do see Alana, Carr, and Sasha all talking as they are mostly speaking on preparations and details, but a little bit on the Delvers of Antiquity, things that they want to take on as much as they can from you all. Take off your shoulders, let you focus directly on this. Also, Varys says, again, each day, the horizon does grow a little darker and darker. The mornings and evenings light with this bluish and gray aura. It'll last just for moments, but each time a little longer. The days and nights kind of glow a little closer. Getting a little bit out from the solstice, a couple days away. Alana just, or Sasha comes up to you, Zach, and as you guys are discussing. And so, is there anything else we can do to help, or?
I don't know.
Everybody prepared?
Gotta do this thing. As much as what we can be.
Well, we've been talking, and we've fixed up your airship a little bit as well, and tried to make it as capable and comfortable as we can. All of us. Your captain wanted to stay on, if I was alright with that. He seemed to grow fond of you all.
Okay.
We did put a two-way sending stone with them, so that way you always have constant communication. He said it was kind of hard to reach you all, so. Alright, well, good luck. Gives you a hug and goes and kind of
Thanks.
gives everyone else a quick hug as she realized that she should probably give everyone else a hug as well. Anything else you guys wish to do as you guys begin to wrap up here at Celestium?
Just let Cinevere know we're on our way.
Oh, right. Yes, just been hanging out at the beach. It's been a lovely sight.
Yeah, the beach episode.
He just, yeah, he's out there with like trying to tan, and he has like a towel out there, and like a little beach chair.
Be careful not to burn.
Didn't have everything ready as I can. Now that Hanazuka seemed free. Ley lines in the ritual site was easier to be connected to. I think we still should meet up at least a few days out. Make sure we understand what's happening. Edward seems to be having his hands full out there. We'll need time to rest.
Makes sense.
When are you guys arriving?
We're about. How long do you think we're out? Half a day, maybe?
About half a day. A short ride.
About half a day.
Alright, I'll tidy up. Look.
Go to his house. The beach house.
You've never been there.
collections of shells everywhere.
Just Karis shows up.
Yeah.
She gave them all of them to him.
Yes, we were friends with death at one time, so.
Connection.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably go soon.
I mean, yeah, we should probably start preparing. I think we still have some stuff to talk about.
Right, at one point will also come up. You guys are making final arrangements, and he just kind of looks at you all for a little bit as a proud parent. And, oh. Heard wind that you guys are heading out soon, and I'll just come up and say good luck. And careful. Up to you, nice.
Thank you.
Give him a hug. Give you a hug.
Give him a big hug.
Slowly pull Zachary and come here. Use telekinesis.
Hold it,
Slowly pushes Meikai and Kahu in as well. I love you guys, but glad to see what you've accomplished. See you all afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going back?
I think we are going to go ahead and make sure people have a place to go. Elves are still relocating as much as possible, and you guys ever need a sanctuary, you still have your quick out, right?
Yep.
Let's
Need to get you anywhere, I can teleport you as well.
Okay. Be safe. I think it's going to be interesting the next few days.
And just lifts your little cat's eye necklace. Good luck, alright? Come back, please.
Okay.
Thanks for watching my dog. I think he's your dog now.
Wait, is that the... Are we supposed to be looking after? I'm just kidding, yes, no problem. He's fine. He's up back. Yeah, don't worry. He's...
Unless my parents took him, I don't know. But...
Oh, yeah. I'll make sure. We'll figure it out, don't worry. We'll share weekends. I'm growing quite fond of little buddy. Alright. Good luck, all. We'll be watching. We'll walk over. You see
Have him
Connor in the
again.
back. Connor's waving to you guys all.
Just give a...
And then they both leave as Bri cast teleport. Your mother and father have already said their goodbyes previous. Meikai, as they head to Hanasuka. Arwell as well, kind of whisper his encouragements to you all. You have a last in the morning where you guys sleep in, and big feast for you.
Yay. Food.
I really wish I could fight with you, but Ravnica will be ready when a fight. Is that okay?
Yeah, you need to make sure that they're ready. But keep, in mind, journal. I'll update you.
Please. I'll be worried the whole time.
Me too. About you, not me.
Alright, I think I'll be fine. I was going to take out a necklace that he got designed for you. The mountain of the moons in a wisteria. What's it around your neck?
This is really pretty.
Well, yeah, I mean, made it for you.
Fair.
He just says your goodbye. He's kind of the last one. Kind of stays by your all side. They do head off to the airship on the last day. Alana will find you Kahu at one point as well. Flick back the bead to you. Like your ideas. And we can see the growth and potential already. Our allies. I think together we have a chance to really push Varys out. Finish this once for all.
World doesn't change without everybody. We just gotta lead.
Leaders have to serve.
We gotta lead in that too.
Zachary had a good idea though when he was talking about the Delver's Antiquity. Spoke of wanting to share power. Help others achieve it.
And that metal helps with that.
Really like an axe. You can make me one.
We'll see what we can do.
I'm back, alright? We have a lot of work
As
to
well.
get done.
That we do.
But go ahead and turn. Start heading off. She's not one for any mushy goodbyes or anything.
She hears in her mind. Good luck.
Don't need it. You're back. Perfect.
We love a confident queen.
Red head and everything. Mekai, at one point, you do hear a message in your mind as well. Oh, roll then. Hi, hello. Mekai. Hey, just heard that you're heading down to Fort Storm, I guess. I like it. Stop asking about how that's gonna go. Running out. Good luck. Have soldiers. All right. But and then it just like ends.
But I can reply.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need to sneeze.
All right. Bless you. Oh yeah. Bless you.
Never mind.
All right.
We're
Sneeze.
good. Never mind.
Sneeze is just as strong in the storm. Yeah.
Contact Har or Alana. Thank you for the army. Hope your moon marriage is going well.
Don't hear anything back.
Alright. I think I handled that pretty good.
The way you said that was like a service, like customer service. Like, I hope you're enjoying your
I hope-
moon marriage, TM.
She'll let everybody know, and she'll let Car know, and be like, just listen out for him.
You just see Car next to you. Yes, buddy. Thank you. I'll fill you in. Talk to you soon. Really? He just looks at you. I just talked to him yesterday.
Oh, well, you know. Good to have more armies.
Sounds like we have air, land, and water these days.
We won't be floundering.
Oh, please don't. Mm-mm. Gonna make me turn into the car that I used to know at the Centaurium.
He was fun too.
Didn't like puns. I still don't like puns. Alright. Well,
Alright.
I guess I'll let you go then.
Power walks by and pats him on the shoulders. If you don't like puns, you're in for a long life. And he just keeps walking on the dealership.
I only do it because I know it annoys him. I don't enjoy puns. Particular.
Can we get past the honeymoon stage where I have to pretend like I like them?
Pretend that you like puns?
I mean, I love your puns. Your puns are the best.
You don't have to like.
Alright, good, thanks. I'll give you a hug.
Mhm.
Go off.
Your goodbyes. Yep.
I have a wedding to plan. Your mother
I know.
reminded me.
Good luck.
Yeah. I'm meeting with her later. You guys are prepped, have the airship there. Is there anything else? Last thing you guys wish to do before leaving Celestia? Good.
I will say goodbye to my family.
Whole family comes together again. Kind of the last kind of feast and potluck as everyone wants to come and say goodbye and see all the houses alive again with all of your family back. 200-300 of them. But yeah, no, your island, which had kind of gone overgrown and destitute over the past year, has now grown back to full beauty and life and activity. Because even people are staking out areas to hopefully put a new temple as people are inspired by your spell. They all spend time with you. Specifically, Katrina and Iris and Byron. They didn't want to leave your side all night and all morning. A lot of them slept right outside the library or even inside in chairs. I'll say their goodbyes. And feel a couple warm presses as they hug you, as a lot of the kids have now made healing hugs, and that's the way that they say goodbye now. At least it's not hurting anyone. They probably had a good talking to about that.
Yep, I will hug them all goodbye.
Anything else from you guys? All begin to board the airship as everyone kind of comes to greet you all. Waving at the end, you can see our not Cross, wow, not Ananias. Alana. There we go. We'd get there eventually.
Got it. You got it.
Yeah, we got it. Sasha, Carr, all the family. See some of the representatives from the council. A couple of foragers who had gone close bond to Kahu. Garrick and at the last second, you do see Garrick walking off with Riviere. He had tried to jump on the airship and be a last-minute addition. All right, go with me. Go with me. But as the airship begins taking off, the last thing you guys see as morning starts to come to, are all of Zach's family and those raising their hands as, almost as a goodbye, their hands begin to glow and light emanate. Beautiful, almost like firefly goodbye from each one of them. Inspiration and hope. Cool to see.
Light my staff as bright as I can, and farewell as well.
Yeah, just people's eyes as they blind. No. Yeah, there's cheers and excitement as everyone cheers off the Chosens one last time. But yeah, is there anything you guys wish to do along the ride? We're just skipping forward to
Cry. No.
Zachary still at the front of the ship. Is this still the spot?
Yes, he will set the front.
See the storm and now the wind begins to pick up as along your trip the clouds grow from above the clouds. You slowly descend underneath. Clouds now are dark, rumbly, that feel like before a hurricane coming to the coast or a storm coming through. It's windy and calm in an eerie way. You know something worse is on its way.
Oh, actually, I do want to do one thing as before kind of we get to where it's getting a little like stormy. I want to talk to oh my gosh, why did I forget his name? My storm guide. We haven't like done that because we've been in Hanazuka for so long. There's been like
You just hear,
barrier.
how dare you.
I was
We're
calling
doing
the
it?
storm too, wasn't he? What?
No,
Lotha.
Lotha. I just saw it during
I was
on
gonna
the
say,
page.
Durna doesn't sound
I
right.
just saw it on the page. That's why. You know, like when you see
Say,
something,
how
you say
dare
it.
you
Yeah.
is 3 new words from him. That's crazy.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Yeah.
wow. I just would want to kind of meditate along with him and just kind of really focus on like the powers that she has and ask basically like, Lotha, is there any way that the power we have could be a little more potent this time around? We're fighting a storm with a storm.
You know what to do.
My affinity check.
Feel at home on the deck.
Yeah.
Beginning spots of rain begin to hit your cheek, and the wind starts whipping up your shorter hair.
Oh yeah. It's so short now. Her head's still like she's like it just feels
Waiting
so
for
light
those,
now. So yeah. So that is 20. What's 18 plus 9? 27?
7.
27. 27.
As you connect and reach out, you can feel that same sort of wrapping around you, this protection and grounding as before, as this time when you connect, as you are within a storm, facing a storm, heading to a storm, your eyes flash this lightning blue. The purples begin to radiate out as all those can see almost this union with the storm that's whipping around and even pushing the airship forward a little bit faster. And you see at first yourself being pushed from the mountaintop in a storm. An old self of yours running through the desert, first facing from fear, but heading towards a new horizon. Oh, strength. You now feel yourself bursting forward with this new power and less fear, going towards, not from, the storm. And you see the moment after the Virtus fight, you got to say goodbye to your family. And just this acceptance. You know that they're okay. Whips around in another crash of thunder of tranquility. And then the four of you together see flashes of different fights you've had of Beholder and Elf, Bardicdice, June, now this shadow monster. And all of you together as you're flashing different moments. Balance. And then there's a calm as everything whips into your cat's eye. Power. You know you have enough. What you face together, you have that connection now, and you're ready for this fight.
Okay. Yeah, she just kind of like breathes in a little bit. It's calm.
The last thing you hear as the words continue. Free. Light. Unite. Chosen.
Do you know how to do that?
You just feel that comfort of knowing you're heading in that right direction towards this. We do it a different way.
I don't know how to free the light. I just don't know. So okay, but thank you for the tip.
But there's
That's all
that
I
peace.
do.
Every time you kind of look towards the storm and you feel that peace, it continues, and any fear, hesitancy, or worry is whipped away like wind off of you as you're kind of shielded and engulfed in this feeling of protection and balance between the four of you all.
Cool.
There wasn't any, maybe exactly what you're looking for, but it's reassuring nonetheless.
I don't know if I was looking for anything. I think she's
That's fair.
just talking to him.
Can I
It's
get
actually a
new
good
power
reminder.
set instead of lightning? No.
Can you get a
can we
different
not be
stat block for
storms?
him? Thanks.
I mean,
I'll switch
divine
you out
intervention.
with Solus if you can.
Put in a good word.
That's a good reminder, though. I think not as like spiritually, but I think Meikai's just gonna also think of Lune. She's always been very weak at this this faith stuff anyway. So, but she's just gonna thank her and say, "Hey, you know, watch over Car and everyone, and us, and you know, my parents, and."
Even without a roll, instantly you already feel that whoosh of wind, and not this wind of the storm that's a little rougher and firm, but just a soft, radiating one as it folds back, and you can just hear this music play around you and enter into you, this harmony and this undertoned music as well. And it feels much, much stronger and connected before, as you can almost feel it rise up from underneath you as you are overgoing Hanazuka and down, and then playing through and kind of dancing around between you all, as you can see Anais on the deck going forward, and even forward again on Zachary where his staff slightly glows. This synergy between you all comforts, as the rain and everything always seems to kind of, unless you want it to, like maybe Anais, seems to kind of just part right before it hits you all. As you can see, Kahu's connection to maybe the water here kind of flowing around as well, and everyone dry.
I'm going to
Gonna
stay
make
dry.
like a rainy mist cape off of my back.
Oh, that's fun.
Kahu, you do anything in particular?
I'm standing on the front of the ship looking out majestically with the wind blowing through my hair.
You start hearing that music as well, kind of flowing through as you look over and can see the other three in these moments. Various different times flowing and synergizing. Yourself feeling the elements as this music flows past your ears as well. You start having not the same as a shadow jump, but that same feeling of flowing through currents and pushing you towards deeper and deeper into the bottom of the ocean until light itself seems to fade away. And you feel for the first time darkness meeting you and greeting you to join. Almost that.
I grasp.
Go ahead.
I grasp back at the darkness and I reach out to Sindavir.
Yes.
We are coming.
I can feel
Are you
that.
ready? Are you ready to join once again? To be united?
United's a deep word, but we'll see if Edward willing to as well. But yes, I can feel the darkness wanting to reach out, the stars. I'm guessing you felt that too.
I feel it.
Maybe we do have a
Right.
chance.
We're gonna need each other to make it whole.
You have me. We've been friends ever since the start. What are you talking about?
I mean, all of us.
You've made it quite clear in proving yourselves. I'm more than willing to do whatever I need to do.
Thank you, Cinderville.
You're welcome. Thank you. Kind of says it like, if you weren't best friends, you know he'd never say that. It's almost like poison off his tongue having to say that.
He can feel the smile across the bond.
Pushes you out. But all of you can feel this raging hatred towards you as well. This storm that strikes out with desire for your power, desire for your end. However, when you get closer, there's a sparkle of hope that rises at the center of the storm. You begin to feel for the first time what could be this feeling of the stars. It's like they twinkle in the sky with a faint hope. You feel that in this coming up fight as well. Airship begins descending, and you start feeling turbulence as the winds are starting to pick up and rage. Airship has to recover a few times, but you are able to point in the direction. As Sundavir kind of keeps in a bit of an open location ping in a way, as there's one of two choices. You could land up at Hanasuka, where the well is, and potentially Featherfall, or head down that way, or take the airship all the way down off the cliffside to a shoreline.
Or we jump off and do the Featherfall thing again. Although that's wasting a spell, huh?
Well, we're coming a few days early, right?
Oh. First level spell.
Oh.
It's
I don't know
hit
what
or
I meant to
miss.
have.
Personally, I kind of like jumping off, but that's just me.
Yeah, can you feel the wind whipping through your shorter hair?
It won't be that tangled. I kind of want to try it, to be honest.
I just imagine, like, one of the times, like, her braid just gets stuck in her face. She's just pouring over.
It's just like extra puffy.
She's falling like Cousin It, just down. No, I'm fine with. There should be a word, skydiving. That's what we can call it.
Falling with style.
That too.
Oh, yes. Okay, let's
It's
do
a
that.
good one. I just feel bad if the airship gets too close to all the winds.
Yeah, so are we going down, or you all jumping?
We're gonna go over.
You guys just
And
kind
then
of
when it's
jumped
done-
last time and didn't even let us know, so I'm just down for anything at this point. I mean, we're officially the Chosen's airship now, so we're not even Alana's. This is fun, right? Kind of like, I'm saving the world with you. It's
Yeah,
kind of
you're
cool.
a
It is
key
true.
element in it, though.
You
So
see
you have
the
to stay safe.
Delvers of wow, I cannot say that right now.
Antiquity.
Antiquity. I'm trying to say antiquity. Wait, that's not right. It's spelled wrong on his, but like he drew it in or something.
Oh no.
But you see, he's like, just wanted us support and it's
Amazing.
just-
I'll walk up to him and take the badge and say, no counterfeits. And then I'll put a real one on him.
Oh, that's nice.
you saw his face fall
Don't
for a
accept
second.
anything else.
You both intimidate me and Impress me, Zach. Thank you. Done. All right.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll be. Oh, and then right. And he pulls out another stone. This one, you can clearly see, is just a 1-to-1. But it has unlimited messages between. So it does hand that out of your collection. I see you all kind of have plenty of them, so I marked it. It does say to the ship. I just got carved into it a little bit.
It's actually like really helpful, I think.
Right? Yes, that's what I've always thought.
That is.
You know, like when you get 5 of them and you have to like figure out who you're calling. If you haven't called the wrong person before, it's so awkward. I have.
Yeah, I would say just land in like Hanasuka and just kind of like be near, but not be far away. So.
Sure. We're gonna land.
That's what I mean.
Yes,
Yeah.
but big storm, hurricane. But yeah, we'd be free.
Hanasuka will take care of you. My mother is in charge. She'll feed you, and you
I
know.
love Hanasuka food. Yeah, oh sure, definitely. We'll be right around the corner.
Yep. Okay, we're going to jump off the ship.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, go, or 1, 2, 3.
We can do 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
Do we need to rename the ship now that it's ours?
What is the ship's name right now?
I don't know.
Here's
You
the
think
rest
about
of the
it, you know.
session tonight. Renaming the ship.
Yeah.
The real big bad fight.
Struggle bus.
I mean, I think Zach's already got the name for it. Why don't you just call it Antiquity?
Sure.
We can like
Dopers.
repaint it
Hear from the captain.
later. Dopers.
You should name it the SS Doper.
You know, the craziest one I heard was SS Beep Boop. I don't know where that came from. It's Rachel every time.
Wait. Oh my gosh, when you said that clip to lit. SS Dopers. Yeah. Pretty good.
Zach gets ready to jump. 1,
Yep,
2, 3,
let's
jump.
go. Not jump.
He's like gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already over the edge of Zach.
Yeah, you're gone.
Better be close to me or you're...
Zach doesn't repeat
I
himself
played
often.
Tears of the Kingdom. I know how to skydive now. Just have to press R. Don't go fast.
You all start heading down. The
Yeah.
wind ripping past you all as you all start heading towards. Everyone give me a perception roll. You haven't been here since a one-shot. Well, back.
It's natural 20 for 28.
Wow! Waste them all now. Let's do it.
Nice.
No.
19.
Why did I mute myself?
It's a low roll. Don't you have like a plus 14?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Jeez.
She has the highest perception,
It's
and she always rolls about the
ridiculous.
same
Always
as everybody
rolls.
else.
I
It's
roll
so
almost
funny.
consistently a 4 and 5 for my perceptions all the time. Like, it's ridiculous.
Still see everything, man. It's so funny.
13.
13? 22, nice. Yeah, Anais and Zachary, as you guys are all kind of heading down, the rain is kind of whipping up a bit, so it's a lot, but as you're starting to break through kind of the bottom of the clouds, you can see a smaller bit of an island in a smaller kind of cove or bay, if you will. Small one that has looked like it's been eroded over time, grown over a bit, but then cleared almost magically from a path. You can see a small little shack in the back, but in the front looks like a run-down larger tavern. Wow, there's a lot of fireworks outside. I guess July 4th, sure. As the lightning pop, 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 pop starts hitting you guys fast. Meikai, you can now see, as well as you look out, the green flashes up against the storm much closer, as another kind of island about 50 miles out. So 20 miles. Sorry, 50 is a little far. About 20 miles out or so. On a bit of a sandbar. Now see rocks in different formations climbing and falling as you see green lightning. And what you think are two glowing beads in the middle of this storm out there. Kyle, you see the same, but as you're looking down, you notice that these vines and trees have grown over this tavern. It used to look like an old fishing kind of area that has been abandoned, such. But behind it, you can see a small shack that has a bit of a glow of a fire in it and smoke coming out. And then a path that leads in to a larger cave system as well behind it. What are you guys aiming for? We got the coast with the tavern. You have this shack. You could go right into the cave if you want.
I think the cave's where we need to go, right?
Well, what is thinking about Sundavir? Hey, where should we land?
Don't really care where you land anyway.
Where are you?
There's a cave, there's a coast.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm in the cave.
Oh, okay.
To the cave.
Perfect. There's gonna be dex checks as you're all coming down, just to see how able to guide yourself in there or stay close to Zach as you're headed down.
$11.
18.
17.
Bless you.
27.
Yeah, you see Makai wanting to give like a real steeper towards like deep push into the cave. But Makai, you look back and Zach is more kind of heading not quite as deep into the cave and more between the path between the shack, but landing at the foot of the cave. You see kind of Anais and Kahu kind of keeping himself in with Zach. So if you wish, you can keep back with them, or if you want to push forward to the cave yourself, you can. You feel like you have anyway. Land properly.
Featherfall as a monk?
You have like
I don't know if
some
that's
freaking
gonna-
fall damage protection. I don't know, but
No, I'll keep with
yeah,
them. I'll
easy
just
enough
make
to
it a
slow
fancy
down a
landing.
bit and then kind of land. These guys are getting to the bottom. Go ahead and are you casting Featherfall as you're getting there?
Yeah, I mean, we're close. I'll do Featherfall.
Within, I think it's what, 60 feet or whatever it is.
It goes for a minute, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
pretty high.
Whatever comfortability you feel to the ground, you cast it as you all kind of slowly Mary Poppins yourself to the ground. There's a little bit of blow back from the wind in a bit, but with your dex checks, you're able to easily land on this sand path. It's a little bit rocky, but you can tell it's been just pushed away with magic. Makes a nice, easy path to this cave. This cave is lit up deeper within as you guys begin walking in, but it does take a few minutes. You all begin walking in these sandstone, limestone and sandstone walls and rocks, kind of like going within where water potentially would have been, but you can feel the earth kind of raised a bit from the coast. As you're walking in, you can see a tent set up inside. You see Sundavir, almost like one of those shoreline kind of campsites in a way made, but there's a desk and like a carpet underneath the desk and some books and some written things. As there's a few gemstones on there. Sundavir with a long, dark beard. He has a tent kind of set up in here, but you can now see. I will bring you guys to it.
Just kidding, it was a 21. I can't read my sheet. I was looking at
I knew
the
you guys
saving
were.
throws.
It's
still
close
high.
enough, yeah. Actually,
Monk stuff, guys. be fair, I was sneezing up a storm in the middle of calculating that. That wasn't the best.
As Meikai brings in a storm.
I'm allergic to it.
I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold on.
I think I can. What you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on, please. Wait, why can't I even affect it? Where is it? Is it on the map? Roll
Wait.
20, you're hurting me right now, my man. You're hurting me. Alright. Anyways, we're fine.
Are we
Don't-
missing something?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You failed your perception. It's alright. So, anyways, in this cave, you can see in the back a larger archway stone. Stonework arch with a large crystal below it. It seems to be glowing the same as the ones right above with that purple. But in here, there is this swirl of various different colors as it kind of moves between green, blue, and radiant yellows. There's walls that look like they've been built out of the rock, where statues might have been, but you can now see them in display around a very similar setup like you saw at the Centaurium or above at the well. That's like the ancient one that has the different signals for the different powers: light and darkness, stars and earth, water, skies, sun, moon. They're all standing there, and it seems that Sundavir has carved with this arcane gemstones that are grained in, but almost in these lines between differencing affinities. And at each statue, at the end of where the gems are, is a small bowl that sits at the seat at each statue. But Sundavir is sitting there as you all begin walking in, and just kind of writing in a book, and doesn't seem to give you all any attention to slowly walking in.
What you reading?
I am writing, actually. You just hear his voice echoing out loud instead of in your minds. Just kind of slowly shuts it and stands now in front of you all. It's been a little bit since you've seen Sundavir himself. Does look a little bit more tired, or it not, but pretty much the same. You can see the same symbol on his forehead in red. Yours. Kind of faint. Barely glowing. Welcome to where it all started.
And hopefully where it begins to end.
My thoughts exactly. You guys came about a day and a half before the solstice, as you are here, but not much to glean by. I do have a shack out there. We have magical means to take care of yourselves.
Yeah, that's why we asked. We didn't know if you would be there or in here, but
Clearly, I've been preparing. And he kind of waves his hand past, and the different torches light up. You can see much more clearly now. And what glows on the crystal behind it is this stonework of this large tree, the roots that kind of break down to each statue, as this is a old insignia of the ancient one. Oh. Any questions?
Lots.
Confident are we that we have the right ritual?
Rolls his eyes a little bit at you and Ice. And then kind of looks at you, Kao, a little bit kinder, but kind of in like, we're fine. Of course we're fine. I've readjusted. We have your collections. Though a little less than having all 8, this should suffice as what we need it for. And you can see that 2 of them have already diamonds in them. almost as like placeholders, as it's the light and the stars.
Lotha told me we need a free light, so how do we do that?
Yeah.
He looks at you, Zachary, a little worried. Did you not explain what we're doing here? I mean, they all know about Jorna?
That's not light, though.
Stars. Did you say stars?
No, I said light.
Alright. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, I'll say it again. Lotha told me that we should free light. How do we do that?
I think that's with Varus.
Go kick his butt.
I think he has it captured. Tries to make use of it for his own reasons.
Yeah. I was just talking specifically to Lotha about the ritual, and he said to free light, so...
That might have been DM's, meant to say stars. Sorry.
Oh.
I thought I said stars, my bad. Light stars in my head.
This whole time, I'm like,
so
how are
sorry.
we supposed to do that? I don't know what to do. Okay,
I
alright.
My bad. Stars. Free the star, unite the chosen.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I'm like, why are you so focused on that?
Well, that's also why
so
I was like,
sorry.
kind of like...
Oh,
Just confused,
yeah.
Yeah, so after,
Yeah,
when
that's all me,
Lotha
that's all me.
finished talking to me, when I was like, okay, I was kind of like, he's not going to give me your information about how to do this, so okay, well, we'll just
No.
roll with
So
it.
I forgot about light.
just all of that, all of the recollection. You know,
Erase.
Varus has the light that he's taken from and
Yes.
stolen, and he's kind of utilizing with corruption. So you all do know that he's stronger than just one chosen because he's kind of fusing it with corruption. So
Yeah,
knowing that hopefully,
but that doesn't really have
with
anything
this-
to do with this ritual.
and it's kind of after this, but no, specifically about this ritual.
Okay,
When you're thinking about that, it was more a comfort and
like an encouragement, like
encouragement.
go free
you
Jorna.
know what you're doing. Go free Jorna.
Okay.
Free the stars.
Okay.
Unite the chosens, because you also know Sundavir and Edward are chosens as well. So this would be the first time that
Okay.
7 chosens or 7 chosen powers could be united. So
Yeah. Okay.
sorry.
Cool.
Sundavir's like, I don't know what Lotha was trying to tell you, and he explains all that real quick. I mean, apparently you know that he speaks in just one words, and that gets us confused.
Yep.
So
Zach is wandering through the ritual, checking for any hint of corruption or anything weird to him.
yep, give me Arcana checks. Or I'll just say,
Assist.
yeah. Actually, I was gonna say, why don't one of you roll investigations with advantage, and one of you roll Arcana with advantage?
I can roll investigation.
I'm very good at investigation, but I can do Arcana.
Oh, do you want to? I mean, I'm about the same. Well, no.
you
I
guys
gotta
all
do
doing this,
Arcana.
or is it just Kahu and Zach? Are you joining them? Are you just like leaving Sundavir in the middle of the conversation to let them go do it?
I'm just standing near-ish Sundavir and
Zach,
Yeah.
what do you want? Do you want investigation?
I can do either.
Do investigation.
Whatever. You're doing investigation?
No, I'm doing Arcana.
Oh, okay. I got a 30 then.
I got a 21.
Yeah, nice. You go help them. Sundavir's just standing next to you, make kind. You're like, they don't trust me, do they?
Trust you
They
plenty.
just-
We're just double checking stuff.
You don't hear him. Y'all are investigating the ritual. He's standing next to Makai.
I don't think it's so much that. I think they're just, being paranoid.
No, it's fine, and I want people to second check. That's the whole point of all this. It's fine.
Okay. I don't know how to do any of this.
You never like look over everyone else's work and be like, no, that's wrong here, correct it.
Well, if I know what I'm looking for, then yeah, I'll double check. You think I know anything about magic? I'm just a tiefling.
It just walks away from you.
She's like, we had it. Never mind.
No, we had a moment. No, between all of you as you're going through, it seems each statue, each setup has been meticulously placed, meticulously put, as well as gleamed through that even with your Arcana checks and you're looking at this ritual, it's clear that these are going to be receptors to take something, to take energy or power. And you know you have the stones as well. Sindavir kind of walks up and goes, right. So, your stones, these gems, I believe the best way and the only way forward, actually have a chance to beat her, is to one by one strip her of any ongoing lingering essence, chosen powers. Each one should strip that power from her of anything she was absorbed from former ones. But know that's going to come at a momentary concentration for you. We have to do this one by one, till all of them and us have used our own stone with our same affinity strip of this, and I believe when she has, her form will be weakened enough to. And then this is for the first time you see unknown or a little, I wouldn't say doubt, but just he's so sure of everything else he says except for this end where expulsion or destruction, whatever's left. The whole point of this is to remove the star affinity from the corruption. Hopefully remove her from it as well. Don't know if she will survive or not. You sure he's going to be fine with that? He kind of steals himself again, kind of puts that cold demeanor on. You spoken to the dean?
He's willing to do what has to be done.
Right. Well, if you are satisfied with this, I believe we should recall him soon. Let him at least rest up before we summon her in. I think that will be the best way, instead of letting her come to the shore full strength. This ritual will summon her and we can bind her in with these stones, yes?
Okay, so you're saying we summon her, then she's trapped here.
No water.
What about what's...
Less wind.
Okay, what do you mean with the stones, though? When we strip her what? Like, strip her of her powers? What are you talking about? I don't know. How do you do that? I've never done
Like,
that.
sighs a little bit. Okay. And, like, looking at the others, hoping they, just being Sundavir.
Yeah.
Do you want out-of-game explanation, or is this more narrative explanation? I like RP. Is this Rachel asking, or is this Anais asking?
Both. I don't know.
He'll continue.
We didn't talk about this at
Yeah.
all, so...
He'll continue to kind of explain just exactly what to use for, but out of game, just to kind of help as well. It seems that the stones that you all have collected will be put as receptors and kind of ways to absorb. So it's going to take an action for you to basically interact with the stone and use your own affinity to pull whatever, like let's say yours is Lothar, right?
Mhm.
Any sky affinity, storm, you have to do an action, be a saving throw, be a concentration check, and to bind that power from her. And once all of them are activated, it should, Sundavir's mind, weaken her significantly to then be actually defeated, destroyed, or stripped.
And
of
each
this.
person can only do their own thing.
Right.
Right.
That's why there are
Okay.
diamonds kind of in placeholders of those that aren't there.
Does it need to be simultaneous, or just at some point each one of us have to do it?
As long as everyone's continuing concentration, that has to be simultaneous. Like it doesn't have to be simultaneous. You could do action and can maintain that concentration, but if it breaks, you'd have to do it again.
So if one person doesn't have it, it's not done yet.
Right.
Okay.
You have to
So
use an
all our
action every turn to keep the concentration up, or you just do
No.
action to start it.
And it's not going to affect normal concentration rolls either. If you have a concentration spell up, that's fine. We'll do this.
Okay. So we concentrate on it, and if we lose it, we have to do it again. But we just have it. So, like, if we get hit, though, do we have to redo it if we lose it?
If you lose concentration, yep.
Okay. But then everybody's needs to all be lit up, and then it can. Okay. Cool. I think I got it.
Okay.
Is there any idea of what the minimum would be for this to be successful?
Well, to destroy her completely, I would say 4. Weaken her enough where she could at least be overwhelmed. And I won't know until we're in there, but the best chance to weaken the corruption side enough to actually save her. The closer to all, the better.
We only connect to our own stones.
Correct. I'll take darkness. Dean takes earth, etc.
What are the two that are just diamonds with stars and light?
Diamonds just concentrate on their own.
Well, they're not going to be stripped. That's why she's still strong. She won't be completely bound. But if we don't have that, we'll go with what's left. She's just going to rebound light. My darkness will rebound through the light and back. It won't add anything, but I need it to complete connection. Same as earth and stars.
Between the sun and the star diamond, which one do you think you're more worried about having issues with?
The sun? What do you mean? That's Zachary over here, right?
No, you have 2 diamonds.
Light and stars.
Light and stars.
Yeah, sorry. Between those two, which one are you more worried about?
So those won't have to be activated. Sorry. If I didn't make that clear, my bad.
Right, the narrative thing I want to try doing.
Light. I believe if there's anything in Jorna there to fight back, at least be here. Give me an insight roll.
The 27.
27, nice. As you're speaking to him, you can even just feel this connection to your friend through this infinity in your connection to him. There's a strike of fear that rises up in this thought of losing her and destroying her. And you pick up a flicker just shortly of green in his eyes that flicker back.
Trust in your real powers, Sidivir. I say in his mind, just between the two of us.
Right.
Don't lean back into the others. I have something I want to do to those diamonds tonight before the ritual happens.
You better hurry. I said Edward needs his rest.
I will.
Get rest. And he kind of turns a bit as Amy's emotionally kind of fighting with something. And he points towards the tent. He goes, "There's plenty of room in there." And you see a bit of a as the tent moves, there's a door that's behind it, weirdly. A very ornate door. And he just begins walking out of the cave towards the shack outside.
Zach, can you get me a fire?
Firebolt.
Anais, can you help me keep the flames hotter? I don't know if anybody else has anything to help do the flames.
A fan?
I want to make a makeshift, very makeshift forge.
Yeah, between
And
the
then-
powers, you can easily able to do that.
Using the special bead of metal I have, I want to reform it to make a little cage structure to strengthen the diamond.
Fortune check. You rolled well enough. I won't give you disadvantage.
You can give me disadvantage if you want.
I think you normally would because of the situation, but because of how well you rolled, there's a knowledge of the material so well that even in this space, you know how to compensate.
Okay, well,
I had like a 32 or something. So. I'm not saying it's going to be an easy check here, but
I believe I got to use my athletics for this, right? We determined that.
athletics.
It's what I use when I'm doing forging checks like this.
I mean, it's essentially athletics because yeah, you have proficiency plus strength check.
Okay. It's a 36.
Easy enough. Like butter to you at this point. You can see the fusing as the various prism look to it strengthens this crystal.
I imagine I only have enough material for one of the two diamonds. So
At the moment,
that's the one. Yep, that's the one it goes to.
Right. Any other preparations?
Just sleep.
Where do you guys go to sleep?
I want to check out that door.
Head over. It opens into a grand foyer. As all of a sudden you walk in, it seems to be a bit of a magical mansion on the inside. A large, kind of grandiose Victorian house, library, different beds and areas, and each room set to a different affinity. Clearly set
Ooh,
for
so-
other people's likes. But then there's a grand community area. There's a hall for everyone else.
Like looking at
Whoa,
all the rooms.
guys, you need to look at this really cool. There's like a really cool, like, special tent. I want one.
It looks like a tent from out here.
Not in
It's
here.
not. It's not. It's not.
It's like Zachary's house.
I finish up and I eventually walk in. I'm like, holy, why didn't I do it in here?
Yeah, you can even see there's like a forge downstairs and everything.
What?
This
Like
seems
so
like
easy.
it's got anything you would need traveling around and doing anything as like chosens and on your missions like that.
It's amazing. Like a command center. This is what we need.
Walking
Impressive.
forward, you do see various genasi walking up that seem to kind of mimic the genasi from before. They're all like dressed up and grabbing coats from you and armors. Anything else we can do for you today? At your service. Please just ring for us and we'd be more than happy to attend to you. My lords, my ladies. Kind of walks away. You can kind of see maybe how Cinderella likes to be treated.
His face is
It's
so beautiful.
Old Is it like older speak too? Like more formal?
Not too much, but just slightly. Just
Okay.
enough to kind of show respect to like the ladies and upstairs of the house.
I just keep thinking though, like somebody really, really, really old, like a couple thousand years old, doing this spell, and they just are speaking in like
To it,
Shakespearean
English,
welcometh
yeah.
to thine houseth for thy warmth. The bedpans have been
and we're just like
ready.
Yeah.
bedpans.
Outhouse out back has been cleaned for your sake.
Well, nice fancy place.
Glad you
So-
guys all go in and rest.
I want to schedule within 16 hours of the storm's arrival, our ritual thing. I want to do aid. I want to do it at 7th level with
Jeez.
extended on myself, Anais, and Kahu. So it's 30 extra hit points you go up by.
Nice.
Dang.
Nasty.
And then if the Dean shows up, I'm going to do 6th level extended spell on Makai and the 2 grumpy old men for 25 extra hit points for each of them.
25. Good to know.
Okay.
That's max.
That's beautiful.
Max goes up by 25 for that.
So much HP.
How much?
So much.
Actually, I guess I can do it. No, I'll figure that out later. Perfect. They do show up a little bit later,
That's
but
115 extra HP to dig through.
I'll go ahead and take that now. But yeah, let's go ahead and break now, because we're going to probably get into it after this. You guys are ready? Yeah, let's go and take a quick break so you guys can get up, grab food or drink or anything, and we'll come right back to right before everything gets going here, okay? Alright guys, we'll be back. Thank you, chat. Love you guys. Welcome back, everybody. As we are back from break. Thank you guys so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Go ahead and jump back in for second half of Fates. You guys are able to rest within this mansion. Are getting rest. You do know that the dean does show up, and gets recalled about halfway through. Seems that Sundavir kind of maybe had called him, but stayed away for the moment, freeing the cave as he stumbles into this mansion as well, with you covered and drenched and tired, sunken eyes, rustled hair, and just beat up clothes. But he does eat with you, looks at you all, and kind of catches up on everything, and that you agreed to. Just remember, you must be stopped tonight, once and for all. Please. He just kind of nods to you all, and heads off to a room that he seems easily able to go in. You all can easily prep amongst yourselves. Nice if you wanted to do the Hero's Feast. We rolled over break. So, how much does everyone get? Wow! 2d10. You get 5 more hit points. They do stack with aids that Zachary's already casted, so you can cast them on everyone there. Kahu begins his inspiring speeches. So you can get that in temporary hit points as well.
Yeah, what's that, John?
16.
16.
Whoa.
That's temporary, not max.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, any other pre-fight preparations? As you know, the next morning after you sleep will be the solstice and start of summoning. You do your death words.
Everybody. Yep, my death words.
Everyone gets one, right?
Yep. It's like rock candy.
Anything else anybody wishes to prep before you go to bed? Or in theory, the next morning when you guys
Morning of, yeah.
have a chance.
Right.
I'm going to kind of just wave my hand over that for a second. But yes, if you need to do any preparations in the morning, that would also mechanically be allowed.
Got everything I can do.
Last thing you see are the winds now pushing forward as they're getting closer and closer. The waves licking up at the edge of the cave. Storm's approaching. But what hits is that same radiating flow from the sky. Not just a flash, but now a wave that continues, an aurora borealis. We've not seen since introductory episodes, but that started all of you all your chosen journeys, is now lighting the sky as lightning hits with blues and greens, reds. You all find sleep. But when you come to in the morning and do your preparations, your last minute ones, and you're sitting around the table, you do begin to hear yells outside. Words back and forth. You're a fool if you think all of this is just to keep her alive. She must die, you fool. On the other end, as you all go forward, you can see Sundavir and Edward circling each other as Sundavir just looks forward. You're a coward. You could have done it before. But we have a chance now with all of them here. You just don't give up. We have a chance to save her. I don't trust you. I trusted you last time. You just see this back and forth battle between former friends, kind of going back and forth, and the flashes of just arcane magic that the dean wants to cast but then holds back. You guys intervening?
Whoa. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, I'll step in between them.
Grumpy old men.
And the dean just kind of turns a bit, and Sundavir. Really? Told you he wasn't going to come happily.
Back alley cats fighting, jeez.
Are you all on his side wanting to pretend that there's a chance here? She's gone.
One way or the
Yeah.
other, we still need to strip the powers down in order to potentially defeat it.
I mean, we're gonna end this either way, right? So why does it matter?
Then destroy it. She's gone. Don't let him think he can pull off anything more than is beyond his own powers. That envy and pride is what brought corruption. Started this all in the first place.
Now for this ritual, I'm not a magic caster, but I'm thinking that we all kind of need to be on the same page. So let's just focus on the stripping of the powers. See where it goes from there. Yes?
So, you wouldn't want her back, Edward? You had the chance. You just see him like glaring back at just this anger and hatred. I've lost hope for that years ago. Don't tell me what I don't want or do want. You know I love her.
Are their stones separated?
They're stones? What do you mean?
In the ritual, are they like right next to each other? Or are they like on opposite sides?
Oh, on the map?
I'm just being dumb.
Yeah,
but
you know.
yeah, being dumb. It doesn't matter.
That's where they're eventually going to be, but that's not where they're at
Makai
now.
just looks at Kahu.
And Zach still has all the other stones. I would assume he would
Yeah.
not have left them out while they're resting, so
I think Mecha has some too, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Just promise me you won't let him fool you. We end it tonight so she can rest once and for all. You just see soon of you just kind of standing there.
We will find an ending. Now what ending it brings, we don't know until we do it.
I think we can make our own choices in this, right? I mean, you two were the ones that didn't think we could do any of this in the first place. So, maybe we can see ways that you don't. Perspectives that you don't have.
See, listen to the little one. Smart. For once.
Okay.
Yeah, I was asking like just tag it at the end.
We're here. We're going to do this. We need to concentrate on our powers and being present and not bringing up old beef with each other, which I know is very intense. I'm not trying to minimize that. I'm just saying we need to focus.
As you're saying that, and you're kind of in between them, you do see Sundavir looking at the turns, and it's hard to read, but Sundavir just walks straight towards him. Also this moment of little worry. Edward, we used to trust each other side by side. If I had known what she'd become, I wouldn't have done it. Let's finish this. You just see him glaring at him, just with not trust, but necessity. You won't find forgiveness, but you better live up to your deal to make up for what you did. I'll nod. So, you all do have the stones, though, right? I didn't think I'd have to double check after you.
Oh no, we forgot them in
Oh
Celestia.
no, oh man, what are we going to do?
Got 2 stones right here.
Why are they so
Pick this up
small?
off the ground, Mekai?
They're really pretty rocks, okay?
This is not a small
Was that
cup or
big?
anything. It'd be crazy.
Yes, we have the stones.
Yes. When we hold him, like if
Right, Zach?
I took out the Lunae stone, does it make me glow?
Hmm? Just like you did
Oh,
every time.
that's
Every
fun.
time you grab it, the stone begins to glow a little bit as your chosen symbol. It's kind of the same pulsing.
Well, I'm ready.
All right.
Divvy out the stones, whoever has them.
I'll give out the ocean one to Kahu and the sky one to Anais. Do we need to put the light one in the place of the diamond?
Want to do it?
Put it in place.
Oh, so then the light diamond's gonna go over to the star area.
That works.
No.
Yeah, save the
And-
diamond. There you go.
I'm gonna walk over with the earth one to the dean. And just kind of look at him. You didn't have hope in us. Look where we are.
I have hope that we'll finish this tonight. Enough hope I need. I can't go on another day knowing that she's not at rest. I'll take your lead.
And I'll pull out the picture of him and his wife, and I'll give it to him with the stone. And I'll take up
It's
my
from
stone
your
and walk away.
I stole this.
I did steal his picture.
Persuasion check.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get
It's
advantage
funny,
on
I
this
just
picture.
moved it.
I don't think he needs it.
22.
Yeah. He doesn't say anything. You do see a bit of softening. You see Sundavir glancing over as well. You'll stand in place, putting your stones there. Do this. Sundavir then, putting his hands out, begins to activate this rune. And as you see each... Yeah?
As I feel something's about to happen, I'm going to use one of my runes.
Also, I would like to cast Bless at some point, like as things are starting, but I don't know when that
Cast
would
anything
be.
now.
Okay.
You'll have one round to prep anything at this point.
Perfect.
Disintegrate.
I'm gonna use the storm rune.
I'm going angel mode.
Kind of all at once, all of your chosen symbols begin to glow as the key at your level starts glowing, and this aura begins to picture up as all 6 of you begin to start, as you see the earth rune, the darkness one, all light up at the same time. Their own mage armor and protections happening at the same time. As Sundavir just kind of looks. You see a smirk on his cheek that kind of comes. It's been a while since the Chosens have been united like this.
I cast Bless at
Got
5th
it.
level. On me, Zach, Makai, Kahu. And who looks the least focused?
Least
The
focused?
Dean? Yeah, the Dean or Sundavir.
Soon,
Does one not look a
I'd
little...
say Sundavir.
Okay.
Where
I'll do
are our positions on these statues as well?
For the sake of this, I'll let you choose.
Cool. Do we fight over a place? Oh, teeny.
So just remember, everyone, you got Bless.
And I'm going to look
Bless.
over with my bonus action to you, Anais, and just kind of give you like a nod. And just, we got this. And I'll inspire you. You get a d6.
Thanks.
I don't know why I heard Makai for a second. I was like, Zekai's alive again!
He didn't invite me to his house. I'm just saying.
That's
But I'm not. We're not the Dean and Sundavir, so we're not
He
gonna
knew
fight.
Car would come along, that's why.
Nope, it's gone. Never mind.
Nope, nothing. Okay. All
I
right.
was gonna say there was something I was gonna do. It's
Sundavir
gone.
stops for a second. Yes, my guy. Nope, nothing.
There's 2 Aniases on the screen.
Oh. Really?
Mhm.
Where's the other one?
Probably the
I
one
just
that
put
I had
mine
already
right
put
here.
there on the bottom.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she
I'll
was
just
on-
get rid of
Boop.
That's what I was gonna
Thanks.
say, I think.
Nice, is gone.
it.
All right. As Sundavir looks
I
to
don't
you
want to
all,
fight this anymore. Bye.
the spells activate. As he begins to cast this, the rune begins to rise and light up as all the stones slowly pulse a bit, keeping the lines inert. But this sigil and arcane, you can almost see it swirling with this cloud and shadow energy. About to get really loud and windy. And he casts it completely as a form of shadow and dark entity, almost like dark clouds, begin to form and get pulled in and summoned here. As in the middle, you see this gargantuan form of this monster, similar to what you've seen before, but glowing in the middle, the star-like eyes, and just roaring out with this roar of thunder and lightning. Everyone roll initiative.
This reaction, I'm going to give myself advantage on initiatives because it is an ability check.
Wait. I guess I'll add you back to the turn order.
Didn't do a ton, but it did something.
Go to battle cam so everyone can see the map. A little better. It's kind of hard to kind of see everybody. It's a big map, guys. I'm sorry. Got a little over. I don't want it to be too small. Battle music is always so much like softer. There we go. Whatever. All right. What'd you guys get? Zachary?
19.
Makai.
5.
5.
I rolled a 1.
Wow. Wait, what are we doing?
Never mind. Makai's like, what?
Sword out. Kahu.
12.
12. Nice.
15.
Nice. All right. As everything begins to immediately grow windier and windier, as this storm starts raging inside, as suddenly this roar echoes out. But what begins to flow around and outside is almost like this cyclone of a storm that begins to expand in this cave and go up towards the top as these clouds billow out and hit the ceiling and billow out like a storm cloud. It does seem to be designed, as he's shaped it a bit, to try and keep as much wind up at the top, but even still your hair, your body's starting to flow as your clothes are stripping away. It's already hard to hear each other, and you would feel, as the winds are slowly picking up and faster, anything ranged, shot or anything might be harder and harder to do in this sort of setting. But as that goes up, Zach. No, sorry. Just kidding. Zach, before you, the shadow creatures will be up first. As starting off with the clouds billowing out and all of this, is the winds start picking up. You can't really see the form in the middle now, as this cyclone and almost tornado before you. You can see flickering of green lightning, and just in the lights can you see the eyes in between. But with a blast, all of a sudden an outburst of wind and lightning. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, as lightning and gale force winds blow out from the center outward.
Now I can add that 10.
Let's
Oh,
see.
you can add D3, remember?
Oh yeah.
A D4?
Or
D4.
D4 one, yeah.
We're blessed. Yeah.
Alright. So Sundavir. Oh, okay. Bean fails. Sundavir, I think, fails as well. Alright, and I actually, for saving throws for this sake, I'm just gonna tell you guys, you can tell me whether you fail or not. A 21 is going to be the level of DC for this effect. So anyone succeed above a 21 dexterity saving throw?
No.
31.
31. Everyone else is thrown off guard except Meikai, who plants her feet, and you even are pushed back a couple feet. Everyone else, you're going to take, just real quick.
A natural 20. Probably my only one of the night.
27 points of lightning damage. Meikai, you'll take 13. Is anyone on their dex saving throw under a 15?
I got an 11.
Is you see Zachary and the Dean both hit by lightning and start seizing. They are both stunned for the next turn, as you failed by more than 5 points for this one. All right, that is its turn. Unfortunately, Zachary, you were next. So you are stunned for this turn. Nice.
Hold on one second.
Do you have any concentration check?
Yeah, I was just calculating that. I made it still. Good.
Anyone that made concentration checks, they are at disadvantage for this turn. Sorry. Because of the wind.
Okay.
The environment is making it hard to focus as these gales and everything rushing around you.
I still make it.
Still made it? Perfect.
Yep.
Zach, you good?
Thank you, Mark, for suggesting I get that 1 feat, or I get.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
yeah,
if I'm stunned, I couldn't concentrate on anything anyways, but I don't have anything up.
Okay.
Concentration.
Oh, I thought you. Right, she took the one. Okay, cool. So a nice.
Okay. So I think. I mean, I guess I'll just try and get the thing over with. So I guess I'll use an action to try and. Was it touch the stone? I don't know what we're supposed to do, but.
Sure. Are you trying to concentrate on the stone now?
Yeah, you said I can do a spell and that at the same time, right?
You can concentrate on a spell and that at the same time, yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
You go ahead and quickly put your hand down. Give me an affinity roll, please.
Um, 16.
16?
Mhm.
As all of a sudden the lightning grows brighter and then glows through this. You see the streak head down from the line into this monster as the lightning starts swirling up purple now with inside. You can almost see the purple lightning grabbing as like a chain as this roar echoes out. You feel your affinities flowing through that stone. You do not feel like you have to stay near the stone, but you do have to keep concentration on it.
Okay.
All right, that's your action.
Yeah, my bonus action. I will do a spiritual weapon at 4th level. Near the monster.
Spiritual weapon? Nice.
Yeah.
Can you place it? Or do you want me to place it?
I don't know what what do you normally use?
I just copy and paste it.
Thing. Oh, okay,
Yep.
perfect. I'll just go right here.
And what I usually do is just make it upside down. All right, go to make the roll.
Okay. That is 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
Awesome. And then 13
Ranged
damage.
attack.
Force.
Spell as well. Force? Perfect. Did 14?
Yeah.
Alright, minus. Awesome. Alright, do anything else? I guess that's your turn. Are you moving anywhere?
No.
Alright.
Question: does my stun end at the end of my turn or the start of my next turn, or how does that work?
Let me double check. I believe it's the. I'm looking at the wrong one. Creature is stunned till the end of its next turn. So yeah, at the end of your turn, the stun will
Okay,
come
so I'm
off.
not stunned anymore.
Right. Yep. So you have your actions on that back. Kahu, your turn.
Action. Initiate the stone.
Okay. Any check.
Do we use our proficiency
Bless.
bonus with those?
Oh.
Yep.
Yes,
With
proficiency
affinity.
bonus.
Mhm.
Okay. 26 with bless.
26. Yep. Yours instantly goes up as well as the water kind of flows through, and you can kind of see the lightning and water flowing through. You do see this creature now, another form of it being shackled and kind of almost restrained a little bit. Not mechanically restrained, but in the sense of its power and kind of its form.
And then I'm going to use bonus action to activate my heal rune, and then I'm going to start approaching it.
Perfect. All right. At the end of your turn, let me pick a direction. 1. Yeah, that makes sense. He's stunned, and that's narrative. As all of a sudden, you see the lightning from the cloud strike down right on top of the dean, and because he's stunned, he takes the
Is that a spell?
It is not a spell for this one.
Okay.
It's an action. As he is taking the full points of that. You kind of see him again, kind of, I don't think he's knocked down. No. As he just kind of takes another bolt again, kind of trying to come to. But his turn, I'm guessing you're done, Kyle?
Yeah, that was the end of my turn.
All right. He is stunned till the end of his turn, so he's back. And it'll be Sundavir's turn. He'll look to you all, and he'll probably do the same thing. Yeah, he'll go down, go ahead and attempt his. Sundavir, come on, buddy.
Hold on.
Yep.
I'm going to use my reaction to give him advantage if he's going to be trying to do the check.
Let me see what his. Let me just do the math real quick on this, just to make sure if you need that. Oh. Did you say? Did anyone say Sundavir's blessed? I don't think so, right? Or didn't you do that because
What?
he was distracted?
So Sundavir is,
It was
yeah.
the dean who wasn't blessed, right?
Right.
Yeah, the dean is not blessed.
Everyone else has it.
You can see him falter a bit, Kahu, if you wish to aid him. I'll re-roll. Much better. As he looks to you, seals himself, then concentrates as the red begins to appear and fire up as the dark, kind of reddish black darkness and the red swirl begins to go up as well. He looks forward. We're almost there. Keep pushing. And then with his other hand, you're going to see a shadow blade form and then come out into his hand as well. He will press full forward as well. 5, 10. We'll go forward as well. All right. At the end of his turn, this is going to start moving speed. Oh, funny. As suddenly the storm begins to pick up and move straight down with its action there. All right, Makai.
Okay. Oh, it moved. I can still get to it. Yeah, I guess I'll just try to run up to it.
Go for it.
It seems punchable, right? It's not just like a clown.
Do you want to activate your thing?
Yeah, don't forget to activate the thing.
Do you want to?
What thing? Oh, the stone. Yes.
I'm ready to fight. Oh, all right, hold on.
Wait, the stone. Yeah, I'll do that.
I
Well,
don't
my
want to
action-
metagame, but I just know your memory's a little like whoa. So
Very bad.
yeah.
Oh, so that's just my action, so I can't do anything bonus.
Right. I mean, you have a couple key things like
Okay.
step of the wind or dodge and things like that, but
Yeah, I'll activate it and I'll still get up
affinity check.
there. Well. Oh. Okay, so walk me through this again.
Wisdom,
a 17.
proficiency.
Plus 3,
Plus
So-
proficiency.
20. Plus 5, 25.
You're good. As yours activates
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
Make high, not D. Okay. As 4 of the stones are now lit and glowing, as the arcs are still kind of glowing within itself and shackled, you can see slowly these pulls of this magic being stripped out from it as its form now is a little bit more seeable in the middle. It definitely looks weakened enough to attack.
Okay. So I am just going to do my step of the wind and just or no, sorry, patient defense.
Okay.
So I don't want to disengage right now.
Perfect.
So
Awesome. So that'll be bonus action as you move up.
yep.
All right. On its turn, see what happens here. Doesn't recharge anything. But you see from the form kind of coming out this large fist made of kind of lightning and shadow as it comes one towards Zachary, one towards Makai. Zachary, it's going to be a 30 to hit.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna take 23 points of thunder damage. Makai, that'll be a 23 to hit. I think that just beats.
Yeah, that hits. Also, I realized
Oh,
in the
disadvantage.
dexterity save, because of monk evasion,
Oh,
I actually took 0 damage. So
Nice.
now I'm taking damage.
There you go. Yes, you still
Um,
take 23 points of thunder damage as well. I rolled a disadvantage, and they're both 7s. So
Okay.
not that I should tell you the number. But anyways, that is its go. Yes, that's its go. Zachary, there you go.
I will attempt to activate mine as well. So that is going to be a 22.
22 makes it as well. You now see the fire kind of being pulled out from it as well as the form becomes more and more visible within the storm.
And then I will look at something. I'm going to quicken spell on Let's do a Psychic Glance at 6th level.
Ooh,
Nice.
nasty.
So yeah, please give me an Intelligence saving throw.
By the storm monster, or by... Do you want to hit anyone else with it?
Nope.
Okay. That's going to be 2. It has a negative
Okay, that
modifier to
fails.
intelligence. It's not quite thinking logically right now. But legendary resistance will go off so that I will succeed.
Okay.
Still takes damage though, right?
Let's see.
I would hope it would. A 6th level.
A failed save and a successful save, half as much. So
Yep.
let's roll that. 27,
27 points.
down half. That'd be
s-
the non-halved. It's psychic damage too.
So 14. Psychic. Minus 14, not plus 14. Alright, perfect. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Perfect,
I
perfect.
mean, if I can fly up a little bit, I will without leaving its range, but
It's-
just be in the air.
Pretty big. Yeah, you're fine. That's cool. The end of your turn. No, nice, go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I look over and see that the monster is becoming weakened, and so I go, okay, here we go, hope this works. And I will cast harm on it.
Counter spell.
So
I'm just kidding.
you have to make a con saving throw.
Don't tell me what to do. I'll determine what. No, I'm just kidding. Constitution saving throw, you said?
Yeah.
Alright. Ooh, this is the good one. No,
I'm
it's not.
sure.
Fail, that's a 12.
No way. Okay. So they take the full damage.
Doesn't resistance
If the
is
target
for
fails-
range? I don't think they are.
They're not a reaction, I don't think.
That's why there's a limited pool. You use
Yeah.
whatever you want, but then they're gone once they're gone.
I think it's just gonna take it on this one. I don't really know what it does, so we're gonna.
Yeah. I mean, unless I don't even think that it affects it so much aside from the damage, but
I'll let
it
go
also
through.
like makes it so that the hit point maximum is reduced by the amount of damage it takes.
Yeah. Cool. I'll go through.
But yeah, so it's a lot of dice. I'll be rolling for a little bit. Please hold.
14d6.
I love rolling dice.
Hello, Lit. Nice to see you, but I hope you had a fun night tonight. How'd the fight go? We're all being quiet on the front as Anais counts up her dice, one by one, hitting her with harmful hits. Necromancy coming from the cleric.
53.
Ooh, 53.
Necrotic damage.
Necrotic, I think, is fine. Yep. And it's 53.
So I feel like it's like this lightning that's like a little like more scary storm than normal. Almost like, you know how like when there's a tornado and the sky is like kind of like creepy brown green, like that's what like
Yeah,
down
you
on
suddenly
her.
start taking over some of the storm and kind of breaking its hold on the storm above as it kind of just comes down like two hands, crashing between each as the different lightning bolts are swirling, crashing against each other. You start seeing its form begin to lose its cyclone a little bit. its cyclone shape slightly. So you can kind of see its central form a little bit better now for the first time to two glowing radiant eyes. Okay, are you moving anywhere?
I don't think so.
All right.
Oh, I'll move for my bonus action. I will move. Can I move it? 5, 10, 15. I can do it. Packed. 22.
That fails. I'm just kidding. That hits.
I was about to roll bless anyway because I forgot. But yeah, okay, cool.
One of the creatures stat blocks I was looking at did have a 23 AC, and it's tempting.
11.
11 points of force, right?
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Kahu, it's your good turn.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to go big.
And find. Here we go.
And I'm going to move 5, 10, 20, 25, 30 here, so I get in flanking with Makai.
There you go.
And I'm going to swing away.
Go for it.
First attack is 28 to hit.
We're just missing the Dean. 28, that hits.
Okay.
A slash
Do I
up
need
with yours.
Do I need to split up piercing and cold damage?
No. You're good. On that 23 AC, cold was there, but it just didn't match what I was trying to go for.
It's 27 points of damage on the first strike.
Nice. As this time, you do see, as you strike down now, its form being wrapped around with that harmful lightning. As you hit it, all of a sudden, this force of gale disperses a bit, and that cyclone breaks. As all of a sudden, you see the form in the middle losing its form a bit, as it's now weakened inside. Mechanically, you feel like you all hit a threshold, break apart that cyclone. As for the next round, it will have disadvantage on its attacks.
Awesome. Natural 20 on the next strike.
Natural 20, let's go. I was worried about this fight.
So it's 25 damage on that hit.
Nice. Because we've done almost 150 points of damage.
26 to hit.
6 hits.
That's 16 points of damage.
Perfect.
It's an action surge.
Go.
Make sure. It's a 31 to hit.
31 definitely hits.
It's 14 points of damage.
14, nice.
28 to hit.
Yep.
That's 16 points of damage.
I think you could have hit the threshold on your own. Yeah.
That's another 28 to hit.
Yep. His last one?
I'm gonna.
Sure.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna ask for a strength saving throw as well on that one.
That is going to be 25. Rolled really high.
Yeah, so that's a pass.
I mean, it's you.
2
Of course I'm
points
going to roll high, right?
2 points of fire damage. I rolled really low on that. Unfortunate. Oh well. and then another 14 points of damage.
14.
Yep.
All right. Anything else on this turn?
That's a bonus action. That's an action. It's a secondary action. So
Perfect.
I think I'm as far as I can go.
Yeah, that was crazy turn. Lots of damage. All right, at the end of your turn, though, Mark, highs or lows?
Hi.
All right, as it goes through and with its one of its legendary's actions, all of a sudden, as it's losing its form, though, the radiant eyes blast out with this intense lightning bolt that looks to be 20 feet wide and hitting all the way out to the cave. I need both you and Kahu to... You're going to both take 22 points of thunder damage, and I need a dexterity saving throw.
10.
10. Fail.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay, I'm gonna use Indomitable. 24.
24. You do succeed. Zachary, you take another 10 points thunder damage, and you are flung 60 feet perpendicular from the line. So the line would be going towards you guys. You're gonna... I'll have it where you just go to the edge of the map. How's that? To the corner.
Sure.
That way it's just not off it. So you kind of hit the down and out. Well, with that, luckily, it'll bring you over here. You didn't hit anything, so you're good. And Kyle, I don't think you'd go
Am I still in the
anywhere.
air?
Oh yeah, you would be in the air, so yeah. Wall or floor. You're prone, right? Yeah, okay, you're good. Perfect. That is its turn, or its legendary action there. The Dean will go, kind of shaking off what he had before. Is going to walk up a bit. And with his action, you're going to see him flash with this green energy of the earth and start kind of molding the earth underneath this the storm. Finally, together we'll take you down so you can rest. And you see this green energy start pulling. You can see the form of it start pulling into this gravitational well underneath it. It is going to take... Start throw. Fails. It's going to take damage. And you see that it's kind of holding itself in place. Its speed is 0. As it's being held in place. As it does. 2d10. 18 points of damage on it. A monster. Remove him a little closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Alright. He goes, I think I can keep everyone a little safe. Hit harder. And you kind of see this green energy kind of waiting as he's holding. That'll be his go. As well there. Sundavir will begin looking out and around at all of you. Yes. I think we have a chance once it's down. I think we can save her. Kahu, you see that flash of green again in his eyes. Roll me a d20, please. As you start seeing the green slowly take over his mind for a second, his eyes flash. Yes, I think I know something, and it flashes back for a second. No, we got this, right? Right? And you start seeing this doubt form, and suddenly the green and red begin to shimmer as his body begins to form a secondary version of him as a little buddy is going to separate and join our fight as a corrupted version and form of Sundavir. I think I can take over here. And just starts emanating more of a green, corrupted version of him. And you see Sundavir go to his knees for a second, looking very exhausted and, yeah, just shocked at what just happened coming out of him. All right. Next turn. We'll skip that for the sake of this. Makai, is your goat.
Maikai's gonna look back and then look between this like green Devere and the
Green
monster.
Devere. And Sundavir just looks at all of you, just kind of like with an eye. Stop him! He can't. He's going to ruin all of this. Stop him! Stop
Keep
me!
control of yourself,
Just,
please.
Stop
She's gonna
me.
run up. She's gonna run up and start punching snot out of this dude.
You see the dean. He just growls, "I told you he couldn't be trusted!" And he's gonna cast his green energy towards you. As you swing your katana, you just feel it hitting with a secondary force to it. So go ahead and hit for your attack.
Okay. These are just straight rolls, yeah. There's nothing that like gave me a bonus on that.
That's
Oh,
bless,
okay.
my girl.
As Anais yells out with a thunderous.
Every single time, I love Bless, but every single time I get it from Anais, it's always a 1. It's always the minimal. But if I get it from other people, it's like a 4. No, I love it.
One makes a
Tiny
difference.
triangle. Does a 23? That's 23. 23 hit.
23 hits, but you feel the katana hitting with a lot deeper forces, almost as gravitation pulls it down. You can add a D10 to the damage that you roll on this attack.
Oh, cool. So I'm also gonna use Death Strike. So I'm gonna use that on both, but that's a D8. Hold, please. My brain just like short-circuited for a second. So it's an extra D8 as well. So I have to
Extra-
roll 3 D8s.
Extra D10.
You have 2 d8s, the d10, and then you have your radiant damage, which I think is another d8.
Yeah, because that's normal. That's the D. That's the Death Strike. That's that. Plus, yes. Okay. Boop.
Stace.
Oh, nice.
Not to absorb that.
$19 for that one.
19
Could have
points.
been higher, but
Nice.
yep.
All
That
right.
first strike. Second one is
Oh, I didn't know you could double negative in D&D Beyond. If you put minus 19 and then hit damage, it just zeroes out, I guess. You're basically healing a minus.
Fists are considered melee weapons, right?
What are?
Yes.
Fists?
This?
Your
Yeah.
They
fists
are.
are.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay, and then the second one, it's not a 1, Anais!
Hey,
I just had to shame the dice for a second. That's 20.
You
Is
see
that
a,
it? Two.
oh, I'm just trying to decide if what he wants to do. Yeah. No. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Then I will still do
Got a
Death
lot
Strike.
going on.
Is the gravity
Just
that
the
was only
first
the one
attack.
first attack, yeah? Okay. I'll take that off. Yeah, that's still. Ooh, whoa. Okay then. Jeez. 25 points on that one.
Ooh.
Is that one higher too?
25? Goodness gracious.
And then bonus action. Just gonna punch him again. The flurry of blows.
Backhand. Go for it.
And bless counts for this too, yeah?
Hmm?
26 to hit.
26 hits.
Okay. So I'm gonna do first attack does 10 points. Backhand 1.
1 point of damage.
And yeah, 10. This is another 20 to hit on my second.
20 hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna put a stunning strike into this one as well, by the way.
All right.
And I'm going to use my prophetic state to have him roll at disadvantage.
Go.
Hey!
Stunning is
So
what?
that's 11 points of damage first. And stunning strike is a con save, so it has to succeed on a DC 16.
Con.
Con.
Not
At
his
disadvantage.
best.
I figured, he's a wizard.
Natural 1. Greendevere is stunned as he takes a hit. Looks like Greendevere in his own self cringes a bit.
And
It doesn't
it's
look like he
not
can
until
take
the end
one.
of his next turn, it's till the end of my next turn, so...
Perfect. All right.
He just says, and stay down!
With the backhand.
Yeah, that's just like...
Actually,
Stop it!
with that, I'll burn his 1 legendary resistance.
Ooh, it's okay.
That's a big one. Yeah. All right.
That's fine.
So
I
he
burn him.
steals it for a second. You see the flash of corruption as his eyes glow bright with green. That was a good move, though. That was a good turn. Is that anything else?
Yeah, that's it. That's everything.
That was a great turn, though. All right. At the beginning of the turn, the storm doesn't seem to light up again, but as well as its form, because you guys hit that threshold, that cyclone is still having a hard time reforming. As this entire turn will have disadvantage and make sure there's nothing else. I have to go back to this other one. Yeah, this is already reduced anyway. Cool. So I'll have disadvantage on any attacks. So it will do the same.
Is it restrained right now as well, or what is it?
It's technically not restrained, it just has 0 speed.
Movement.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like the gravitational well for the Graviturgy Wizard. I think the best is actually, it's gonna go ahead and strike a lightning bolt down. So I need Makai and Real Soondavir. Wait,
Real Devere.
hold on. No, just kidding. I'm looking at the wrong one. Just
If
kidding.
he's late, is he Ladevere?
Just kidding. Kahu, since you're the only one in range of it, I'll make 2 attacks towards you.
Oh, just towards girl.
Yeah, so no, I was looking at the wrong thing. Can't do that right now.
Disadvantage.
Thank you. 22.
Yep, that hits.
Oof. 23 points of thunder. Second one at disadvantage will be a 30 for another 23 points of thunder. Kind of slams twice into you. Boom, boom.
Oof.
All right. It's its turn. Can't move. Zachary. You can see this form as all the different affinities and stones are glowing and pulling essences from this. You can see the storm and the winds growing weaker and weaker as the eyes are hitting around. And just faintly in the middle of the wind, you can hear a female's voice pleading for help.
Okay. So it's still holding up fairly well, though, Storm, or like...
It still looks like it's got some fight in it.
Okay. So I'm going to fly forward a little bit. I can't move my character anymore for some reason. But
There's your character.
Edge of the map down at the bottom. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. I got it now. Fly forward to about there. And I don't like Mr. Green over there, so I'm gonna fire a firebolt at him.
Perfect.
That is a 32 to hit.
32 hits.
$23 fire, 15 radiant to him.
Jeez. 23 fire. And how much
23 fire
radiant?
and 15 radiant. 15.
Alright.
Then I'm going to quicken spell beside myself. Mark off that. I'm gonna quicken spell summon Celestial beside me.
Good bonus action.
in the Avenger form.
Ooh.
So this thing has a real pretty light bow, and from there I'm going to say light him up and point to Mr. Green soon to be over there.
He's a large, right? I think.
He's large. Yes.
Where do you want him?
Off to the side over by me here. Yeah, right over there.
I can give you control.
So with the
of
bow, he's going to make 2 attacks against Mr. Green over there.
You would think before, because of the winds, it might have been at disadvantage, but because the form is down and the winds aren't as heavy, they're straight rolls.
It's radiant energy too that's going, so I don't know if that would affect.
Still a ranged. Yeah, it's at
wind.
any ranged attack roll.
Any ranged, even magic?
That's the way I'm reading it. I can read it out real quick, but the winds impose disadvantage on ranged attack rolls. I take that as spell attack rolls as well.
Spell attack's different than ranged attack, isn't it?
Still a ranged attack, isn't it? Ranged spell attack.
Usually it'll specify the two.
Yeah, there's ranged
like
attacks,
2
melee attacks,
turns.
and spell attacks. Those are the 3 different attacks, but
Okay, we'll see if it comes up.
I mean, I'll do either one, but
I think you
it's
guys
not
are
a
fine.
factor for this one.
I don't think it's going
So-
to come too much into a factor. Yeah,
But that was a 25 to hit for the first one.
that definitely hits.
Mm-hmm. 18 radiant for the first one,
Crazy.
and the second one is going to be a 32 to hit
Just let me have some fun, right?
for 17 more radiant damage on top of that.
You just hear Sunavir in your mind's like, Have y'all been imagining hurting me or something? Can't look at this. But you're doing well. Thank you. It just seems like a shock this happened.
And that's where I'll end my turn.
Good turn. He's definitely starting to look pretty roughed up. It went. So at the end of your turn, now, Makai and Sundavir will have to make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw. He fails. The lightning strike
29.
hits down.
Wait, do I
Alright.
also get to use Bless for this?
You're fine. But yes, you would be able to use Bless.
32.
Cool. Take 16 points of lightning damage.
I take 0 evasion.
Cool. Monks. Is evasion for area attacks though? I guess it would be.
It says if I have to make a dex save and I pass it, then
Dex
I take
save,
no
okay.
damage.
Cool beans. I love it. That's awesome. So Zach, so nice.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Let's see. I feel like she would focus probably on this boy first. So I will do shatter.
Hold on. Before you tell me. You see he'll look over and glance at you, Greendavir, and he'll just wave a hand out like this. He will cast counterspell.
I'll counterspell him. Distance.
Alright, so I'll hold on to my number. You tell me what levels, third or
Just
higher?
do third level.
Third?
level.
You can go ahead and roll for that. The 10 plus the level, right?
Yes, I believe that's how it goes. I got
Are you
17.
close enough? You said distant?
I can distant it, yeah.
You can distance as a reaction too? That's, love it. Awesome.
Isn't that
Anytime you
great? I
cast
did
a
that as
spell.
Karis.
Yep.
It was beautiful.
So good.
So
Yeah, what'd you
17
get?
is what I got.
17? Just able to push it away. It was a 15. Alright, as he just glances and snarls as your shatter goes through.
Beautiful. Okay. So I will do it at 5th level. So that means, and I'm going to use my channel divinity to just go full damage on it. So hold on. Let me just do a little times table.
It's gonna be close.
That is 48 damage. I think he has to make a Constitution saving throw though to see if that's halved or
Halved.
it's halved.
Hold on. It's Constitution?
Yeah.
21.
Okay. Yeah. So that's halved. Do you
24
do
back.
you do the math?
Is it 48 total?
Yeah, 24.
I had already put in the damage, so I'm just healing him.
Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot that you have to roll for saving throw.
Yeah, you're good. He feels a little bit better, but that looked like it hurt.
And then I will hit. Yeah, I'll just keep my spiritual weapon there, by the monster, and I'll hit the monster.
Perfect. Right.
22.
22 hits. Expecting someone to miss some point tonight.
11.
11 points?
Mm-hmm. Force, yeah.
Perfect. Alright.
That's my turn.
It's your turn, awesome. I'm not trying to do anything. Already did 2. Okay. Kahu?
Alright, I'm gonna rotate.
And you guys are doing concentration checks anytime you get hurt for the stones, right?
Oh,
I really
It
got hurt.
happened,
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I've gotten hit once.
I just did the 2 for the punches. Both I got over. Good.
All right. Awesome.
I rolled a straight 19 plus I
You're
don't
fine.
know.
You're fine.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not a spellcaster. I don't roll these checks. What are you talking about? Concentration is Constitution saving throw.
So I'm gonna
I figured.
rotate myself around over to this space over here,
Nice.
and then I'm going to attack the monster.
Go for it.
The first one is 29 to hit.
That hits. He had a turn? No, he already did his reaction. Okay. Gonna see if the dean could help you with that, but he hasn't had his turn yet.
Fine.
Jeez.
24 points of damage.
24, nice.
Second attack is a 24 to hit.
24 hits, yep.
Okay. That's for
On a
14
sugar high
points of
and a
damage.
monster right now. Let's do this. 14?
Yep.
I'm
And,
not going to bed early tonight.
Third attack is 22 to hit.
And 2 still hits. Oof.
That was a good roll.
Beating. But
For
hit the-
24 points of damage on that last one.
Yep, you hit the threshold again. I'm not surprised. As again, you're kind of cleaving through this outwards as the cyclone's trying to form up again. But you hit it again, it's keeping its form, unable to really come back. Do anything else?
The blessings were helping huge there because I was getting like
Yeah, it was
3 and 4s
close.
on all my blessed rolls.
Yeah, that probably put you over on a couple of those hits. Alright, anything else?
Yay.
Nope, not this turn.
Alright. It's the Dean's turn. He's looking pissed. Got to do that. He is going to look over and I think he could just do that. Yeah. Oh. 10. He looks over and with an ice cold blast out of his hand, you just see this hatred pouring out of him, finally able to release it towards an enemy that he doesn't have to hold back on. As he's going to cast a 30-foot cone of Rhyme's Binding Ice on Greendevere. And that would be
The name's catching on.
It totally is. I love it.
I love that
As
spell.
he fails by 1 point. As he's gonna take, it is gonna hurt. Someone roll me 98.
98?
Yep.
I would like to do that.
Rachel's like, yeah, I'll go. God.
I was at like 4,000 d8s, but that's okay. Roll.
like-
Oh, do you know?
as a
Go, go, go.
paladin,
I have
yeah.
3, that's it.
Yeah.
Do it, Rach.
Okay.
You
Okay, I
got
mean,
it.
I can do it. Yeah, I have a lot
Do
of
it.
different spellcasters with a bunch of d8s. How many? 9?
9 d8 as he's casting a ninth level? Not or 8th level. 9th level.
When I let go of my dice, they were 3 1s anyways, so we're 2 way better than I did.
Uh, 34.
Ooh.
I don't think you can break out of them at this point. Right?
He's restrained.
For 1 minute.
I think each of his turns he gets a chance to break out.
Oh, just hindered by speed for a minute. Or until another creature uses action to break away the ice. But but it's not like fully restrained, it's just down to 0. Okay. How many points? I'm so sorry. Like
34, I think
34.
I said.
He takes that and is kind of frozen down to the ground. He's looking really, really rough at this point. That is his turn. I don't think he has any bonus actions. Nope. One last look around. You all are a nuisance. As Greendevere will hold up and reach out a bit of a greenish diamond and cast a spell. I believe, Zach, have you already used your reaction? Counter spell, right?
Yep.
So, where is it? I just had it. There it is. 60-foot cone in front of him.
Brilliant.
So that's going to be. I always hate cones, but I think
He's
he
used his
can.
reaction already.
Yeah, he counterspelled
I used
the
mine,
counterspell. So if he goes here, here, he's gonna hit Kahu, the Dean, and Makai. The monster. Unless he can choose. Each creature. Cool. I need a dexterity saving throw from Kahu and Makai. Dean fails.
Bless.
Ow.
It's an 11.
I forgot
11.
to use most of my spell attacks too.
11
23.
fails. 23 succeeds.
Sorry, Kahu, I would help you if I could.
Fine.
I'm gonna try to understand this right. Right, fashion your hand. Each range are 5. Each creature's must make a dexterity saving throw for each target. Roll a d8 to determine which color ray effects. Okay, so Makai, you said you succeeded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see that.
If it's a dexterity-based thing, then I take 0.
1, 2, 3. You'll take half of 10d6 damage as a yellow ray blasts out and a lightning bolt hits you. But since you succeeded, you'll take half damage. I'll let you roll the 10d6 if you want. You take half.
Evasion.
It was a
Evasion.
dexterity
It's
check,
0.
so the evasion makes it 0.
Sure, of course. All right, Gahu.
You know my pain now with Kelly. And
I know, right?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I
Kahu,
can't wait
then.
till she gets to this level.
Yours, you failed, so you'll take 10d6 poison damage in yours.
We're immune to poison. No. We're
We are
resistant
immune to poison.
Is it immune
immune to
or
poison.
resistant? Immune, right?
For Hero's Face, it's immune.
Excuse me, immune. I
That's
got the lucky
awesome.
roll.
That's amazing. So both of you, it's like every beholder fight I ever have that like never works on anything. The Dean, however,
High five, Kahu.
make I go ahead and roll me 10d6 though, because the Dean's gonna get blasted.
10d6. I do have a bunch of those on me.
Hey, we were just talking about prismatic spray.
Yep.
Love that spell. For some reason I was thinking at first Anais was there too. I was like, this is gonna get everybody. And I was like, it's just a spiritual weapon that looks like Anais.
Yeah. I've just been hanging out over the corner. Where is even Zach? Is he like all the way in the side?
I got thrown away, so
He's chilling.
3-1.
they made the mistake of getting me far away because now I can do everything at distance.
Yep.
And
31. Big guy.
41.
Oof. The Dean
I'd
is
be in a lot more
looking.
trouble if I was up close.
Yeah.
Dean's looking rough as he's melted and blasted with acid.
He's melting.
Melting now.
Exactly where I wish
He's
to be.
fine. He comes back. Right?
The
It's another day for him.
real Sundavir though looks
Get
pissed
over here.
as he looks at him. He goes, I think it's time that you and I part. And he'll take his shadow blade and stick it directly into his chest. With a natural 20. So yeah,
Nice.
7 points later, Sundavir steps forward and just plunges this deep inside as the shadow and absorbs it and then starts crushing in with the well and the ice and all the damage this green Sundavir as it screeches out with this corruptive sound. I need Meikai and Sundavir will have to make... Never mind. Make a dex check, please. I'm sure you'll be fine.
I mean, it could be a natural 1.
You rolled a natural
You don't
20
know that.
again, so he's fine.
It's not.
Dex check or dex save?
Dex save. Sorry.
24.
Cool. So you're fine as this blast of corruption flows out. Sundavir, though, just looks to you a bit shook. Thank you. All right.
You good?
Let's focus. And he just turns as if that didn't even happen. But then you just kind of,
Okay.
you see a bit of an eye just, and a nod, like, yeah, I'm fine, you know, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
he's putting on the airs.
Yep. Cool. So now it's my turn?
Yep.
If I go on the other side like this, is that a...
Yep. There'll be advantage.
Cool.
It's starting
Let's
to
go.
look pretty rough as its form is not able to keep. You see the Dean kind of struggling with acid down one side. Finish it. It's time to destroy it.
Does a 22 hit?
It does. As you can now
Really
hear, instead of growls and yells, cries of a woman every time you hit.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
That's fine. It's whatever.
I've heard lots of terrible nightmare screaming, lady. Alright, we're going to go in with Death Strike on this.
Just lethal damage or not?
How rough is this storm looking then?
Hard to tell. It's a storm monster.
Okay, not this one.
You do
We'll see
know
after
its
this punch.
form has the cyclone
Is-
form is like breaking apart, but you have no clue
Yeah,
how well or more it still has.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ask after every strike.
Probably get the same answer for a while. Just let you know.
17 points of damage.
All right, you cleave down with one hit, and as you do, shadow disappears, and you just see a slash go down. Tiefling woman in a wedding dress. Blood starts staining the dress.
Well, now it's gonna be probably oh.
Little
Not
poetic.
Death Strike on this one. Yeah, actually.
Still reminds me of Beacon sometimes when it's like, no, I didn't mean to natural 20, I didn't mean to.
23 to hit
23
again.
hits, yeah.
Okay. Not doing Death Strike. So I'm trying to like hit her. So I'll turn my katana around and I'll, or my chakram around and try to like hit her with the end. Does that count?
Definitely try. You going for
Do it
non-lethal?
that way. Yes, non-lethal because I'm gonna do a stunning strike on her.
Sure.
So, do I still roll damage?
Yeah.
Okay. 15 points.
Huh?
And she needs to make a con.
You hear her cry out again as you slash, but this time you slash kind of through the shadow. It does nick a little bit, but just not nearly as deep. As another wave of shadow kind of breaks apart, and you can see kind of the arm with like the draped wedding dress and a black horn coming up from her hair. Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Now there's a natural 20. 26?
Yeah, that's 16.
Sorry.
Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to do backhands, trying to
Wake up, get
You know.
out of there.
yeah, that's pretty much it. 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And this will just be backhand and another stunning strike. So I'm keeping track of these.
That'll be 13, but you see a flash of green as it will take another save. Legendary resistance, sorry.
Okay. But that is 7 points of damage on that backhand.
7,
And we'll
perfect.
do it one last.
Yeah, you just crack against the chin, but you see the shadow disappearing. Again, you're holding back a little bit, so it's not your normal backhand, but it's enough to hear another cry as another horn and one half of, you see the eyes in her face appear. Her eyes are still
Natural
glowing
20
green,
on this last
though.
one.
Natural 20.
Stunner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
good.
want to stun her. I
Go
don't
ahead.
want to do damage. Stun her.
I will. You can go for damage as well,
Okay.
or
Sorry,
or
lady.
if you want to forego any damage on this one, I will roll a disadvantage on the con save for stunning if you want that instead.
Let's do that.
So that's a natural 20 and a 2 for 8
Oh.
points. As he uses his last legendary resistance.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Lady, I'm just trying to help you.
You just and just the eyes glow and burn with eruptive lightning bolts again. However, you can now see this faint glow, similar to your moon, glowing out of this form, as you can almost see the form of her glowing in this radiant light from within the rest of the shadow. Anything else?
That's it.
Great turn, though.
But I'm just getting ready.
On this turn, glad I used that save to not be stunned, as this, its still form is not able to come back with a cyclone, but you see her hold in and trying to almost like control it, but then just this outburst and scream as the lightning and gale comes forward and almost mixes with this radiant outwards again. This will be like in the beginning. Anyone within 120 feet, so I think Zach would only be the one you need to measure for me. But everyone makes me a dexterity saving throw of 21 DC.
17.
Blast!
Thank goodness for bless. Whew, I made it.
Nice.
29.
Oh, and then both of them would too.
Oh, I just beat it.
They both
Yeah, I
would.
got
That's
22. I got 22 because of bless.
Alright, so I guess nothing for you, Meikai, since evasion. Anyone that failed will take 27 lightning damage. If you succeed, it'll be halved, so 15? 14? 14 points.
Cool.
13 points would be the halved. And then, did anybody fail at a 16 or less.
That was a 17.
I think the Dean was the only one. You can see the Dean more frozen by her yells as he's now stunned and blasted back with this lightning. He'll take 27. Sundavir takes 27. Sundavir is down.
Oh.
As he is blasted back and he is unconscious. Alright, that's its go.
At the end of her turn, I'd like her to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. Alright. Wisdom of a +5. 13 DC.
She is charmed.
All right.
Is now incapacitated for a minute.
As her eyes kind of break with a radiant as the water starts flowing up. You see it starting to hold and contain the shadow as she goes limp. You can see this, your water affinity trying to hold the shadow and corruption at bay, whilst giving her a moment of her form as it's separating in this moment.
And I just looked at Zach. Just break it. Anything you do, break it.
Back, you see the water kind of taking the shadow and separating it from it, and you just see a kind of stunned and incapacitated woman on the inside of this form.
So I'm gonna begin to fly as far as I can. Let's see, 35. Okay, I'm gonna look back to the angel though, as I'm not close enough, and say, "Get me closer," as my command to it, and then I'm going to. Is it like separate enough looking, or is it there's still more to break?
At the moment, there is more to break, but at the moment, the water has forced itself from her. You feel the form has been separated enough from the shadow in this moment.
Okay.
Though
So
you can
I
tell
will-
there's still like signs of corruption on her as she's just on still.
Yeah. I will hold then. Greater Restoration. I'll pull the diamond dust out and I'll cast it and hold it until I'm within range. And then I'll have the angel come up and carry me the last 5 feet that I need, basically.
Just raises you like a toddler and just
Yeah.
That's even better.
Like in my arms, pushes me forward a little bit further, and then I will release Greater Restoration distance spell upon her, trying to remove a curse or whatever effect has to happen there.
roll me a d20.
D20.
By the
Do I
gods.
add anything to it? This is
I already
add
know
anything to
I already
it?
know your modifier to be added, but I'm gonna hold that my own for the moment.
Okay.
By the gods.
I don't know if that. But I rolled a 14 with that.
Hey. And that's where we'll end tonight's session and come back next week on that little cliffhanger there. We're now hitting midnight, but I think that's a perfect narrative moment to beat as the crystal shatters and you see this fire, soulless energy wrapping around her and then trying to pull, almost separating the water, fire to the radiant, and everyone looking on in this moment. We'll come back next week for that one. How's that? Good job, guys. Yeah, mostly for this boss fight, and we'll see how it ends as the shadow form's looking rough. Green Devere was taken down. Soon Devere's down.
Good.
The Dean's looking really rough. How are you all looking at the moment, HP wise?
I'm fine.
Fine.
Kahu
Fine.
has taken a lot of lickings, but he's got a lot of health, so he's okay.
Nice, nice,
But he has taken
I've
a
lost
lot of hits.
20. I've lost 23 points. That's it.
nice. Yeah, stupid evasion.
Kahu lost 126 points so far.
Kagu absorbs all the blows for us.
It does.
So awesome,
Meat shield.
awesome. Good job, you all. So it'll be very interesting to see how this folds out next week. But we'll continue our fight at the beginning of the next fight as well. So thank you guys all so much for coming out. Quick little announcements before we find someone to raid. You can find this on VOD on YouTube starting tomorrow, as well as we'll be back next week, hopefully at Friday at 8:30 on a normal time. I think this week should be fine. So my work is now potentially having the store close at 8. So yeah, we'll figure out how that will affect things going forward. But we will keep you updated in the Discord if you want to join us there in the Discord in the tavern. We have the chat there. We'll hang out and post everything as well, like other streamers, like Marky Gaming, myself, Rachel, and Mark playing a game on Sundays. So you'll see us at our new time at 7 p.m. CST and Marky Gaming for a magical game of Mystical Mishaps, where you can come in the chat and affect everything by your chat points, making mishaps happen, making it tougher and funner for us in a horror Victorian Gothic game. I got this whole spiel for it. It's great. As well as join us the next day on Marky Gaming for Art with Rachel, and then Tuesday for the Winds of Calamity with Dealey, Rachel, and Marks for more wind things happening and myself in a Zelda-inspired game on YouTube. That being said, let's go ahead and see if any of our friends are on tonight. Yeah, I always like raiding them. We're gonna go ahead and raid our friends over at Distal's Place. They are playing Dungeons and Dragons as well. So we'll go ahead and raid them. That says, yep, perfect. So thank you guys so much for just joining in, especially for this one of our big later battles here. I'm excited to get through this narratively and see what happens going forward. So I love you all. We'll hit you up next week and show the respect and love as you show us everybody else.